Hello and welcome everyone to Cybercast episode 233, the Transform and Action Figure podcast show. My name is Hex, and got several people with us today. We're going to try to do a little bit of something a little bit different. We usually have a Cybercast, and then we do a Galactic Gumbo. From the Galactic Gumbo show, we had a Mount Rushmore. We do topics. Well, we're actually going to do a Mount Rushmore for this Cybercast, and then we're also going to do a topic at the end of the show. So first off, let's kick off introductions. Dalton, where can people find you, man?
I'm Dalton. You can find me everywhere, Daltonians TFs.
Megamus at Megatoy on Facebook or just Brett Lavelle.
Yeah, I'm Rick. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shatrdglassjazz.
And I am Sportimus. You can find me here on YouTube as Sportimus and on Twitter as Sportimus Prime.
And you can find me, G1Xtron, on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook pages, the G1Xtron. All right, so first off, we're going to do the figure of the week, or for the past 2 weeks. Something that you picked up, an actual action figure or transformer. Dalton, what do you recommend? Why do you like it? Why should we buy it?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and recommend the Blue Big Convoy from LGEX, the Takara Legends line, based off the old Lucky Draw figure that was extremely hard to find. The colors look amazing. All the shades of blue, even the chrome yellow for the eyes. It just looks good. Plus, I got it before Dakota, so that's another reason I recommend it. He's not happy about it either. But no, it looks really good. There's a lot of metallic blue, especially on the head, and just the paint-ups are well placed. So if you want to, check out my review, on my channel.
All right.
So I've been on this Kabaya kick. The vintage Kabaya kits, which are the G1, the vintage Japanese kits. They're similar to the Gundam kits. They're just smaller, and they do smaller variations of the G1 characters. And I was able to track down kind of hard to see, but a Fort Max, which
is so tiny.
It's
That's
very
a little model kit you put together.
Yeah. Now, not that long ago, they did one, and it was a lot bigger. It came in 3 sets. This is actually the vintage one, and it's probably 2.5 inches tall. So it's extremely small, but it transforms exactly like the G1, and it has almost all the detail that the G1 does, except for it has the head gimmick, but it doesn't have the Cerebro's head, the spike on that. So, but other than that, it's one of those things. It's a rabbit hole I started going down, and I really wish I hadn't because they're really hard to find. But if you can find them, I'd recommend them.
What's some of the other characters that they do? Wasn't there a Star Saber?
Yeah,
there was a Victory Saber.
One of the neatest ones I picked up, and it's behind me in there, is the vintage Leo Kaiser, Road Caesar. Ooh. They did Raiden. Most of the ones that were vintage or were exclusive to Japan, they did. So, but in that lot, I also picked up. We were doing one figure, so that would be the one. But I also got a Streetwise right here, a Groove, and a First Aid. And I already had Blades, so I really just need Hotspot, and they will actually combine and make a Defensor about that tall, about 3 or 4 inches tall.
Oh, it's going to be adorable. Do you put them with do you have the original G1s, holding them, kind of rocking them?
I probably should, because I'm just a lot of space doing one separate shelf, nothing but Kabayas.
That's your thing, Josh.
Yeah, I can teach you how to make a miniature diaper for them.
Here's the thing: I could actually go with a G1 Fort Max holding a what was that third party company that did the
the Toy World?
Yeah. You could do that one, holding the new Kabaya kit, which is bigger, holding this one. And you'd have a 4-tier
Russian nesting doll thing.
You know what? That's actually photograph worthy. I might do that.
I'm thinking of one where I dress up in my Kylo Ren cosplay, where I'm holding my Hot Toys. He's holding the 6-inch Black Series, and that one's holding the 3 3/4 inch, and then that one's holding the little Lego one. Like
you're just taking that to the next level. So by going by life size. So
yeah, I don't even know how I would right now. I don't even know how I would focus that photo.
It's like the Matrix. Oh my god.
All right, Rick.
Next time on Hex and Megamus, do the Russian nesting doll podcast.
Anything that makes your eyesight go, what did I just see? What did I see? So.
All right, so the last few weeks I've been usually I'm doing Transformers stuff on the show and showing off that stuff, but the last few weeks I've been trying to catch up on my Hot Toys Avengers Infinity War stuff since the next movie is like right here on us, and I'm way behind. I do a lot of the flex payments so that I can get like almost all of them. So anyway, the last week I got the Doctor Strange, so that's kind of what I'm showing off tonight. I don't know how well it comes across, but
I love that one. Yeah.
It's
that face detail is really good.
It's crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but like even on his belt, he's got his sling rings. He's got 2 of them. There's like one right there, one on the other side. This figure came with like 15 hands, 16 of the different effects. He's got the orange ones and the green ones. So he can use the time stone and have the accurate like spell casting on the pieces. So it's got magnets for the cloak of levitation and all that. So you can take it off and play with it.
What about the eye? Is it
it comes with 2 eyes. It's got one that's open and one that's not. Yeah, it comes with 2 of them.
Now, Hasbro, are you listening?
It's kind of, and I'll say, like, as a Hot Toys person, sometimes you get these figures and you're like, man, why didn't it include like this and this and this? But this one feels like, they covered all the bases. They had done one, I think, for Doctor Strange, years ago, and I skipped it, and it got up to like, I don't know, $450. So I was never going to pay it. And then this one came out, and I'm like, man, this rectifies all of that. Like, it feels like ultimate Doctor Strange. That's what I like, is when they feel like the ultimate version of.
Yeah. I collect a lot of the Hot Toys and what's the other name? Not the Hot Toys, but
Sideshow.
Sideshow. Yeah. And I actually notice a lot of differences in the 2 lines in the amount of product that you get, the extras that you get. Like one of the things I got is a while ago, it's been many years, but I got the Bruce Wayne Batman 2-pack with the armor set.
Yeah.
And then I also got, it was the Batman Alfred 2-pack with the armor set. And then I bought the Batman.
Love that set. It's a great set.
Yeah. You're talking about just a ton of stuff that came with it. It's amazing the amount of details they do that. And what was that set? Like 450, 500
something,
bucks?
Yeah. For 2 figures. That's not bad.
But you get 2 figures, you get a play set that in and of itself is, 150, 200 bucks.
It's got LED lights inside of it.
And what are you talking, 30 plus accessories?
Yeah.
Easy?
At least. Easy.
So I've always been fascinated with the Hot Toys. So if you have a character that you really like I waited for the Ultimate Deadpool one. I got that one. They're going to make them. And they're going to make the ones that you want because they do different ones and they do them at different price points too. So,
do they make the ones we want? Because I think me and Rick have been asking for an Ahsoka Adventures for years.
Okay, if you're in mainstream, maybe. But if you they'll get to it eventually, I'm sure. You throw enough money their way, they'll make it.
Yeah, and I've got a few. Most of my like followers on Instagram and Twitter, most of them are Transformers and GI Joe, and that that's what I usually, if I'm doing photography and stuff like that, that's usually what I'm doing. But I try to put some Hot Toys stuff in there too. So, and I do have a few people that follow me, and we chat about it. But I would like to see more. I know it's a little more of a niche kind of thing, but I think it's grown a lot in the last decade. But it's still, hopefully some of our viewers on this show, if you do collect, hit me up and talk Hot Toys.
I think you're correct in that the fellowship of that one is growing, and it has to do, I think, a lot with look at the movies and the type of movies we're getting and how many we are that are comic book related. So I think that niche is growing. I mean, I look at my room, and my room is, 3/4 Transformers, some G.I. Joe, and then I have one display case of nothing but Hot Toys and Sideshow.
Yeah.
So to me, it has its place. When I open my door to come into the room, that's the first thing I see. And honestly, the first thing I see glowing great right at the front top is my Christopher Reeves Superman, which I love. I won't trade that for anything. I love it.
I hear you.
Very simplistic, but it's my thing. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Sport. What about you, man?
Well, I'm going to count this as one since they basically go together. I got the NECA Target Turtles. So I got all 4 of them finally. And
you didn't have to pay scalper prices for the SDCC.
No scalper prices. They're 2-pack figures that are nicely presented in the packaging. So if you're the type that likes to keep things mint in box, I think these are pretty respectable. Of course, I'm open my stuff, but lots of nice accessories. I don't see any flaws in them in terms of paint applications. They all seem to be pretty solid. I am not a big NECA collector, but I had to have these because I am a Ninja Turtle fan. And if you like Ninja Turtles and you like the old cartoon, I think you're going to enjoy this.
Are those about the 5-inch, or they're not 6-inch? Were they 5-inch line?
They say
they're about
scale,
6-inch.
Are they the 6-inch line?
They're the 6-inch scale, but they're about just under 6. The turtles are under 6 inches tall, like 5 3/4 roughly.
Mm-hmm.
And Shredder and the foot are just a hair over 6 inches tall.
Well, it's because NECA does those things in like a 7-inch scale. So the turtles come out to just under 6, where Shredder is going to be 7 inches and Foot Soldiers are 7 inches and stuff like that.
Are those made to go with their other lines that they do as far as scale wise?
Yeah,
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, you can do it because the rest of the stuff that they do is 7-inch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unless you're talking about their Mego stuff, which is,
Yeah, you're right,
bigger.
7-inch. But
okay.
And Wave 2 is going to be Bebop and Rocksteady, and then the Foot Soldiers there because I already have those. So I was like, well, I wouldn't mind a couple more Foot Soldiers, but I don't want to have to rebuy these turtles again because I already have them. They're actually going to come out with a 2-pack of just Foot Soldiers.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I'm going to probably get a couple of those because I'm a troop builder guy.
I hope they make Mousers too. Just for that.
They've made them before, so they need to just reissue those, touch them up a little bit. I've actually only got one thing this week, but several things are in the mail for the next show. But I was able to come by the Walgreens exclusive Mystique, and she's gorgeous. Yeah,
congrats. Yeah, I have that too, but mine is disguised as Wolverine. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. All right, so something that we're going to be bringing over from. Or before we get to that, we don't have a collection spotlight tonight, but if you guys are ever interested in having your collection on the show, and we just look through the pictures and just kind of show off everything you have, and we talk a little bit about it and stuff like that, you can take pictures of your collection. So if you got a large collection, you're going to take a lot of pictures. If you got a smaller collection, you'll take probably fewer pictures. And just send those in an email to me at g1xtron@gmail.com, and we'll take a look at them the next show. If you're the next in line. So the thing that we're going to be bringing over from Galactic Gumbo that we did over there, so we're going to bring it to this show for this episode is Mount Rushmore. So if you don't know what Mount Rushmore is, it's basically a monument in the mountain, and it's got 4 presidents there. So what it's basically is going to be our top 4 that we like. And the one that we're going to be doing today is TV shows that were canceled too early and you'd like to see another season. I know not everyone's list is probably going to be the same, but I know on mine, all these shows that I'm going to name, they were left on a cliffhanger because they were expected to get another season and they didn't, so the story's not complete, but they were really good shows. So we're gonna let Dalton kick off, man. He's been stopping at the bit to tell us his list.
I'm gonna say for the first one, Ash versus Evil Dead. I thought it was a really good show and really was enjoying it. I still haven't gotten to see season 3 for what they made of it yet, but I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons. The Exorcist, which I think I only got a few episodes, but from what I've seen of it, it was a pretty interesting series when it was on Fox. So that's another one I'd like to see. The Punisher, I need to sit down and watch it, but I've just heard so many good things, and it sucks that it was canceled along with all the other Netflix Marvel shows. But I think that one had the highest fan base because from what I know, a lot of people weren't too happy with the movies and whatnot. They just couldn't get everything nailed right. And Roseanne. I grew up watching the original series and then hearing that it was canceled because of a
tweet.
A tweet, basically. I mean, I would use stronger language, but family friendly. So, but yeah, those are my 4.
Well, you took one of mine. I'm gonna start off.
Sure, I took a few people's.
I'm gonna start off with the obvious one, and if someone else on another one of us doesn't have this, there's something wrong. Firefly. All right.
Damn you!
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
All right.
I hate you.
Hey, you called it, Josh.
That's what I'm gonna say. Firefly. The second one was Punisher, and I'm gonna hold this out because I still have high hopes that someone else is going to pick that up. I really hope that they do because it was just getting really good. And Dalton, you said you haven't watched them yet. Oh my God, they just get better and better.
I keep saying I'm going to watch it. I never get the chance to.
They're amazing.
Dalton says he's going to watch something. And he says he's going to buy more Beast Wars, and he never does.
Right.
I've been buying more Beast Wars.
No, you haven't.
He even said something about buying something just for you. So be quiet.
Yeah.
So
he hasn't though.
He's got layaway for everybody.
While my third pick had its ups and downs, Daredevil. I really thought it was finding its own. I thought it was getting really good, and here we go. And then the last one, and I'm gonna have to add a little bit to it, but one of my favorite shows ever, it was Star Trek Voyager. And they ended it because they had to, and there was just so much more plots and everything that were just left, and they tied it all up in 2 episodes, and I didn't like it. So I would love to have that one come back just to see the ramifications of them coming home.
Josh, I wish I was in your home. I'd slap your hand playing with them chips.
I'm not playing with chips. Do you want to see Halo Dakota? I got some of them candies. You want to come over here and eat some candies?
I want a little sickly.
My candies are in season again. I stocked up. I cleaned them out. I bought like 8 bags.
That age is hitting you after your birthday yesterday, isn't it?
Dude, I've been eating these. Now I'm not like Rick. Rick's probably like, man. He's like chopping his gum. He's like, y'all need to try them where there's originals. Or some just licorice.
Some of them butterscotch like my grandma used to have.
Butterscotch. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, dude. God, and then the little cinnamon. I was like, where do you find this? Like, this is the worst candy ever. It just like the butterscotch was the best one. There was cinnamon, and then there was like some crazy mints. Anyway,
stop it.
That's a new Mount Rushmore. Like,
best
favorite old people candy.
Favorite old people candy.
You open it up, put it all together, it all becomes one big ribbon candy that you're trying to give your grandkids.
It's just in that bowl that you see that never gets any lower for the past 4 years.
Because it's one solid piece.
It's because it's like nothing but like lint and cat hair attached.
Everything in there expired like 4 years ago because no one's eating it.
Hard candy never expires.
It's still good. Take it. That's how you get penicillin.
Rick, what's your list, man?
All right, my list. All right, kids, you're gonna have to go Google some of this because it's older.
I'm ready.
Briscoe County Jr. I wish Briscoe County Jr.
You're the man.
Another season. Firefly, obviously, that one's probably, the worst case. And that was just because Fox was, everything had to get as good a ratings as some of their reality TV shows at the time. Like American Idol was doing gangbusters and Firefly couldn't hit it. Also, they showed it out of order. Ridiculous. They're just Fox executives. Anyway, third would be True Calling. I don't know if anybody watched True Calling, but I fell into that late and watched them all like on DVD box sets way before Netflix and stuff. It was a good show. I thought it was really good, and it definitely ended before it was ready. So definitely go watch True Calling. And then the last one would be Angel, as in Buffy and Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Angel got 5 seasons, but the 5th season was the best season of Angel. The cast really came together. The storylines came together. And they finally, I felt like, matched the ensemble cast that Buffy had in season 5. So I'd like to have seen at least one more season of Angel.
I got a couple.
All right, you need 4. Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I want to see your face, Dakota.
Oh my god. Well, I'm sitting in the garage, if you must know. So,
Nice.
Can you see me?
Beautiful.
Can you see me?
Oh my
Can you
god.
see
you turn the lights on?
You're gorgeous.
Can you see my?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Hang on. Oh,
You
That's
gonna light
me.
up?
It's a family-friendly show.
No big deal. Just sitting in the dark in the garage.
well, everybody in the family sit by the fire, mon ami.
Hey, Chef. Hey, Chef.
I was just out by the pool house, saw some petite. I said, pick a card, Chef.
I want to get my gift figure out autographed by Dakota.
Yes.
You're the best, Chef.
All right.
Dakota.
You're the best, Chef. So,
for the people that probably don't know what we're talking about, that's never seen the X-Men cartoon, I feel sorry for them.
yeah, dude, they don't know what they're missing.
And also, they don't know where you're from, so.
Yeah, well, I'm from the lands of the bugs and the mud.
Well, that makes it easy.
So,
The Gators.
all right, so top 4 like canceled live action. I would join most of the people on the group and say Firefly for sure.
Oh yeah.
Animorphs. I don't feel like there was any closure there. Because I like
there was any intro there.
There really wasn't. But I remember loving those books and like wasn't really sure what was up with the TV show. Oh man, and I just had the other one.
Did they make a Crocodile Dundee TV series?
I don't think so. We got alligators. So.
Yeah, no,
They had all the awful movies, and then I think that was it.
And I mean,
National Treasure.
Like honestly, the Punisher series, like it was just gearing up and starting to get good. Like I feel like Daredevil did not end in a good place either, but I was content with where it kind of landed. But with Punisher, it was like, man, there's just so much more potential. Well, I felt like we were really about to see.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I haven't seen the 2nd season yet.
All I'm going to say is on Punisher or on Daredevil, I think they just tied it up too quickly. They could have went further with it and got a few more seasons. I think it would have been better. Punisher, they just left you with, you need more.
They left you holding the bag.
Yeah,
man, they left you holding the bag. The 4th one was MTV's Undressed. Never got to see that all the way through. So,
such a millennial.
That just sounds so wrong out of context, but okay. MTV Undressed. Never got to see it all.
Yeah,
never saw any of it.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Me neither.
That was
back in my day. MTV meant music.
Yeah.
This was
Video.
this was MTV late night. So this is late night television.
Beginning of the end for them.
It's too late for me. I gotta go bed.
Before they were putting pregnant teenagers on their network.
It's like they were trying to like help teens like decide to get pregnant with these programs. They were like, hey, kids, do
I
this.
know what they're doing now.
And they highlight New Jersey people. It's weird. Only New
Guys are
Jersey.
bad.
I want them to do a Louisiana version. That way you have to watch it with subtitles so you can understand what they're saying.
Yeah, no doubt.
I wouldn't need any subtitles.
Nolans After Hours. I would watch that.
Poor grammar subtitles.
Oh my god.
If Dakota hosted that show, it would be the best show I've ever seen. I say, look at this couple.
Did Dakota do 4? Or was that 3? Just
Do what?
you said 4 or 3?
That was 4.
Okay. All right. Sport, what you got, man?
Okay, well, I have to join in with the Firefly crowd because that show got messed over more times than you can shake a stick at when it first aired.
Yep.
Like it was mentioned. And even though they did Serenity, it still is not enough. That show deserved a whole lot more love. So definitely that. This is no particular order, by the way. Enterprise, it really got good in the 4th season. And by then, they decided that was going to be it. So they rushed the ending of it, which pretty much didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, but that's kind of what they do with almost all of them.
And I hate that.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I agree.
so I know there's not a whole lot of love for Enterprise, but it did get really good starting in the 4th season. And I think if they got at least one more season in, it would have been a lot better loved. My poor grammar there, but it would have gotten a lot more love than it does now. So that's my second one. The other one I'm just going to throw in because I liked it was Iron Fist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. The end of season 2, like
that
was setting up so much, like just awesome as well.
So I know it started off and had a rocky start and all that, but it was really getting good. And just when that happens, gone. And I hate that. And here's one for you, Knight Rider. Take your pick. I don't care which one, the original one or the one in, what was it, 2008 or 9?
How many seasons? How many seasons did the original get?
4.
Okay.
Was it 4?
Yeah, 4 seasons.
Okay.
And
I think
it got kind of
the
ridiculous.
Continuation got like 2.
I think if you get 4 seasons, then you should be able to do what you want with your story within 4 seasons. My stuff, 2 of them got 1 season, and then the other 2 only got 3.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
You need to talk to The Simpsons and Supernatural. Those shows,
or even like Walking Dead, man. Like
but
they're on what, number 10?
The Simpsons is The Walking Dead. No one's watching it.
Well, easy.
Well, but the thing with The Walking Dead is when your ratings are so high, even if they drop, you're still that much higher than everyone else. They're going to keep renewing you, even if you keep rehashing all the and trust me, I'm waiting for. I love The Walking Dead, but I'm waiting for it to go, so I don't have to watch it anymore.
I am too, man. Like
but its ratings are so high, it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like it's still good.
They're making another spin-off, they said. I haven't watched this season because with Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, all those, I let all the full season compile up, and then I binge watch it because I always forget who is who. And
that's what I did. That's what I did for the last 2 seasons of Walking Dead. But this season has been like, because they were boring. Last 2 seasons of Walking Dead, in my opinion, were boring. But this season has been nonstop. Like it's been very entertaining to me so far. I had to do that with Game of Thrones last year too, because it was just such a slow season. But like Game of Thrones, I am gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till they all come out. That way I can re-up HBO for 1 month and binge watch that and the Cowboy show. what's it called? Westworld.
Yeah, Westworld's awesome, man.
I watched season 1, but I have not seen season 2.
I haven't gotten into it yet. I'm invested in too many other shows. I don't have room on my table.
These guys told me, I don't know if it was Josh, one of you guys was telling me to watch it, and I went and watched season 1 and 2. Oh my God. That show is ridiculous good.
That'll probably be one of the shows I'll wait until they all come out and I'll binge watch them just to say I could watch them. Dude, but as far as investing a weekly time slot, I got too much going on right now.
Yep. Like I said, man, that's why I'm waiting, because like instead of just paying like $16 a month for 12 months, I'm just gonna, fork out $16 maybe once or for 1 or 2 months. We get everything I need, and then
I really think
sit on the shelf again.
There's two good ones for
they need to understand that. That the old TV series where each episode was individual, and you didn't have to watch every single one of them to know what was going on, so you could dip in and out whatever you wanted to where you have these series of shows that build upon each other. So you have to invest the time in them. There's so many of them that you're going to have people that, even though they want that show, they're going to do the binge watch thing just because of the time restraints.
Yeah. That's the future. That's going to be the future of television, man. Netflix really spoiled everyone on that, I think.
Yeah.
And for any of these streaming services, and like soon even network television, like I feel like they're just going to have to kind of break and give way to that new viewing format, because people just, instead of dedicating an hour of time 3 or 4 days out of the week, I can dedicate 12 to a day completely to just catching up on shows or catching up on a single show. And
I'm not even going to go into the ramifications of a social thing about binge watching. I'm just going to say that it makes more sense. I just push it all together. I puke it all at once and regurgitate it all and get it, and hey, I'm good. I got it.
And I hate waiting for stuff. I hate waiting on, and like it's already enough to wait almost an entire year for another new season to begin, but let alone like week after week. It's just like,
let's look at the seasons now.
We gotta move on too.
I had to wait 2 years for Orville. Okay,
who did we cut off? Hey guys,
we got way off topic.
Let me just Josh. We cut somebody off. I don't know who it is.
All right, so my 4 shows. They're all. Or did we not do? We did Sportimus. We didn't finish yours, right?
We cut
almost done. I mean, just want to say that the reboot Knight Rider only lasted, I think, 1 season. It was starting to get. They finally got their footing towards the end. It's always like the second half of the first season. A lot of these shows they get their footing, and it really picked up. They got their stride, and then I think it was CBS. They just pulled it. They were yanking shows like crazy in those years, so it's unfortunate.
So I was wondering how we got on that big tangent, and you said so about Knight Rider. I'm like, hell, that was 15 minutes ago.
That's what got us on this.
That was yesterday.
So
I don't even.
Guys, it's Cybercast, not Galactic Gumbo. We supposed to go through.
We started talking about like how 4 seasons was enough, and then I'm over here like, I need 20.
Yeah,
binge watching. Yeah,
yeah.
So
you
all
say that. Look
mine are sci-fi.
Of Walking Dead. See if you want to watch that.
One you can watch. There was only 3 seasons and left on a huge cliffhanger. You can watch it on Netflix now. It was on Sci-Fi. Dark Matter, really good show. Another one, I forget which company was doing it, like CBS or NBC or something like that. But I like the concept of it because it had a sci-fi feel to it. And it also, they use like muskets and swords and stuff. And I like the cast, and that was Revolution. I thought that was an interesting show. They left that on a cliffhanger as well. And then a couple shows that only got 1 season. One that I'm watching again right now, which I don't know why, because I know it's just going to piss me off because I want another season because it's going to leave on a huge cliffhanger. And that was Flash Forward from about 9-10 years ago. And about that same time as well that only got 1 season, The Event.
a serious one to replace MTV's Undressed with is Deadwood, because we were talking about HBO and I forgot about Deadwood.
Was that a Doctor Who spinoff?
Deadwood?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Never seen that.
No, man. Deadwood. It was a Western. Like, it was on HBO.
Oh, okay.
It was, I say Western. I mean, yeah, it was kind of like took part in the frontier times, I suppose. But really good show if you haven't watched it.
Real quick, Cameron, he also says, the Netflix Marvel shows, but he also says that, unfortunately, what I've heard is part of the deal with Netflix is that none of their Marvel show characters can be used for 2 years.
That's fine. I can wait, dude. Honestly, I can wait 2 years just to see a continuation on the Disney platform. And that's where I think Netflix just doesn't get it.
And then Art Hearn said one show I really liked back in the day was getting pretty good, and then it got canceled, was Birds of Prey. Well, they're actually bringing back Birds of Prey. A new rebooted version. So
I don't see a Punisher under a Disney platform.
It'll be on Hulu. It'll be on Hulu because they'll own a majority share of Hulu after the deal with Fox is done.
I would rather see it somewhere else and done right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think all that R-rated stuff is going straight to Hulu.
Yeah, I figure someone's going to pick up Punisher. It's just too good.
And nobody said Alf. Okay.
All right. So let's see. Cameron says the Doctor Who spinoff that someone was referring to is Torchwood.
Thank you.
All right.
Torchwood.
All right. So a couple of recaps of official images from some of the stuff we saw at Toy Fair. So we'll just start off with the Cyberverse. We don't have to spend a whole lot of time on this, but yeah, here it is.
Dalton, this is your time to shine.
No.
It's the art. Tell us all about it, Dalton.
It's garbage.
Are you excited about the bathtub toys?
Nope.
This would make bath time a lot easier, wouldn't it?
It's so easy to transform. A caveman can do it.
Remember whenever Optimus, he said, I'm just going to pull the ark out of that mountain. Put it on the back of me.
You can't take it with you.
Puffer's like, I can carry your trailer. Optimus is like, I can carry a damn ship.
You're into them Gundams, so here you go.
Doesn't even look like a Gundam.
I mean, it kind of does.
Shut up!
Yeah, I don't see it.
It's a good deal because you get 6 nuggets with it too. So,
dude, you could. You could. I think they dropped it to 4, but you get some apple slices.
Nobody eats those.
Dude, you can pop the tires off of this one and put it on your Generations Pro, Dalton.
No, it's gonna be clear or bust.
Nope.
Oh, it comes with a little tank. Look at that. And the combine mode turns into a robot samurai or something.
that's cool.
I don't know who these characters are.
It's not a bad Jetfire.
Baby
okay.
Jetfire.
Yeah, a little baby Jetfire.
Wait for July when the real one comes out.
Throwing games. Oh, here you go, Dakota.
Isn't this the smaller Skybite?
Yeah,
I think this is.
There you go.
This is the bigger one. Yeah. Ooh. Yep. Beast Wars coming back. Get ready.
Saron Games. I don't know how to say it. Did you see the Power of the Grayskull He-Man documentary coming to Netflix? Is it coming or has it come? I haven't heard anything about it.
Lord.
I have no idea.
That is a thick shirt.
You beefy boy.
Wow, look at those legs on him.
Dude, straight Tonka license right there.
What?
That Tonka license. You didn't see it.
It's all right.
Oh.
Who that?
What's that supposed to be?
I think that's Megatron.
What?
That does not look like Megatron.
No.
Who's that? Spinister?
Yeah, it looks like. That's all.
It is Megatron.
Yeah, that looks like Megatron.
Wow.
It's combine mode.
Ooh.
Ugh. Straxus?
That hurts to look at.
That looks like something from that DJD where he's got those little bitty arms in front, and then he's got what's the guy's name I'm thinking of?
I think that's
Helix.
yeah. Is that Helix?
No, Tesserus.
Tesserus. Yeah, Helix is the one with the
He reminds me of Total Recall when that guy, he's like, "Oh, you want to talk to this guy?" And he's like, "Yeah," and then he pulls his shirt up, and there's that weird little baby puppet there.
That was creepy. Yeah.
Quaid. Quaid. Is anyone picking these up?
children, I'm sure.
They do, and then they put them back down. Yeah.
I was gonna say I could see Dakota picking them up, but you know,
Rick, how many of these have you stepped on in Z's room?
I don't buy him this stuff. He's past he was like one steps at age 4. Now he just
amen.
Yeah, he's done with those.
Yeah, hey, if he wants a real man's one steps, I'll send him some Beast Wars.
He's not ready for those yet. It's too much shell. Too much shell and not enough robot.
What happened to his face? Look at that little bitty mouth he's got up there and this long chin.
Easy.
The crimson chin.
It's disgruntled. I'm disgruntled too. I look like that.
What the?
Dude, look at this attack function.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
I dig this.
This is awesome. I feel like these would go great with a Transformers Prime display.
Yeah.
Scraplets.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think those are
just have them all over Bulkhead.
Yeah, why not?
Dude, look, Josh, it's a G1 toy. His legs are stuck together and everything.
Perfect.
A lot of
Shockwave's legs weren't stuck together.
Yeah, a lot of back kibble. Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. Then you can get his little baby too.
Little baby shark, yeah.
Baby shark, beep beep.
Well, don't start with that song.
I don't know. That's a Sharkticon, Josh. See? Everything's all attached.
That's right.
Yeah. That's G1.
Oh.
Back in our day, our legs didn't have to move.
We liked it that way.
We used our imagination to make the limbs move.
That's right. And if we needed to hold the Buick back, we stuck it under the tire.
And this one looks better than the one that they came out with, the broadside.
Right.
Looks better than the one that they came out with recently, the Voyager.
What is it?
It must be broadside.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's broadside.
It's just the armor for Bumblebee.
That's the that's the HasLab USS Flag, my friends. It's 3 inches instead of.
No, here we go. Cross. What the heck? What's under there?
Man, I like that guy.
G1 and
He reminds me of me, husky fella.
It looked like
confused
Demolisher. Who was it?
But it's Grimlock
Wearing a garbage truck.
Wasn't, but in animated, wasn't Retgar garbage truck?
Yeah, he was.
In animated, yeah.
So maybe, I'm just guessing here, but.
Wow, look at that Grimlock.
Dude, straight out of G1.
No.
There's you, Alpha Triumph, yeah.
What big shoulders you have. You've been working out.
I like that Sith Infiltrator, though. That's a nice ship.
Yeah, he's a tough old fart.
Shout out to BotCon 07.
Hoorah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I'll probably buy 3 of those.
I'll wait until we see. Yeah.
It looks like a Scraplet knockoff.
It looks like the Sharkticons have been eaten well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Just
didn't miss a deal.
A bigger version of the little bitty legend one, right?
Yeah, this is after we ate.
Yeah, and it's got that attack gimmick.
Oh, Grimmy.
I don't want that. I'll take the spring out or whatever.
Yeah.
Drift. Drift.
Yep.
They're calling it Deadlock.
Does his arm
Did
bend?
they lose the name Drift?
Dude, it looks like there's no elbow.
I've got my
They just don't know how to paint Deadlock.
You're about to call him Dreadlock, huh?
Oh, he can't bend his elbow.
That was a character.
He's got to have his little sword action.
The whoosh.
Man.
You can actually hear the whoosh.
More like.
Or that.
If you buy your kids Cyberverse toys, you may want to vaccinate them as well.
All right, here's the recap of the Siege line. That's a pass.
I still think it looks good.
I'm getting it. Yeah.
I've already made comments on it.
Pre-ordered.
I want the original so bad.
Original
Yeah,
is
I
way
would-
better.
Have fun
Me
paying
too.
for that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna pay $200 for
know.
the original. Like, no Unicron trilogy toy is worth that kind of
Try-
stack.
try
Oh,
300.
cheaper. You can find them cheaper. At
I'd
least
love
all
to
their
find
wheels
a
will be
cheaper.
painted.
I wouldn't pay more than $45 for a Unicron trilogy toy.
This
I
I'm
bet you
getting.
can still find one. I
Yeah.
bet you could.
I need one.
All over this.
This doesn't look bad only because always bugged me about the rocket.
He's
for Mega
overcompensating.
Supreme and how long that one is. I just think it looks better.
Yeah, I like that.
I like long rockets too.
Although it does come with the wrong Micromaster.
Need 3 hits.
The Micromaster for Countdown is over there. Anyone else?
Yeah.
notice that?
Yeah.
And Dakota, you're disgusting. Just gonna say it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Little guy looks pretty good though. I think he looks pretty
Yeah.
cool.
He's Rocket Man.
Jetfire, I think that's a buy for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Him and Omega were.
Everyone but Dakota.
I already have a Jetfire, and he's perfect in every
Yeah.
way.
Well, you got a crappy one, so this is a better one.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Just don't look at
Yeah.
it from the backside.
This is actually Skyfire, but whatever.
Same thing.
Yeah.
What's with all the rockets on the back? Look at that.
Look at all them guns.
That's
Hey,
his
hey,
chest.
How do you
someone
make them better? Give me more guns.
someone ask you if bricks can fly. You just show them this guy.
It's too bad they only use him as a taxi cab in the G1 cartoon.
Hey, I like my G1. I like my brick.
Until Omega came around.
Yeah, they like forgot all about him.
And then Skylinks came around, and Omega was a lonely boy.
Yep.
Bunch of users. This looks good. I like.
So is
the
that
retake
supposed to
of
be
this guy.
Cybertronian writing on the front?
Yeah.
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 I think it actually does say Fire Rescue.
Mhm.
I thought it looked like something else.
And they painted the rims.
I see garbage. So, yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Sure.
Here we go. More.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the season 1, season 2 characters.
I like
The Skyfire I'll grab, but yeah, the others. not so much.
if the
This one I'll pass.
comics have good stories and they stick close to the toy designs, I may be in a world of hurt. Because I'd be going after them. And here's our boy Hollow Legs Impactor.
yeah.
Pass.
Don't. What? There was a third party company that already did him, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you had the MMC one, and you had the club one that was made.
The club one wasn't that good, though, but the MNC one I thought was pretty good.
The MMC one was perfect IDW. The club one, I still think is better than this.
Well, that's not saying
Really?
The
club, yeah,
the
overall.
the club
So the
Impactor,
MMC one would be the one to get.
from an official capacity though, the club Impactor I think looks a lot better
no.
than this.
If you're
Clearly
just trying to complete set.
Clearly, the Fall of Cybertron is the best one.
Get out of here, Dalton.
Shut up.
This one like that's the thing. My deal is, like, I don't have a problem with waffles. Like we said a few weeks ago, I don't have a problem with waffles, but when they're so hollow, ugh.
Are you
so
talking about
nasty.
he can? Yeah, but don't forget he can hold like 6 Prime Masters. So
Yeah, you can fit the little guys in there in his leg. So
I mean, I'm just gonna hope someone comes out with some 3D printed like leg covers or something, and just make Impactor great
someone
again.
will.
Yep. I'll polish another turd.
I think Mirage looks good, but that's a pass for me too. I just need the Japanese characters.
I've already got my Mirage. I'm good.
See, that's the thing for Chug. I've not liked any of the Mirages, and I think this is the better of the 3.
This is the
I would
only
go
one
with
that
the
looks
Classics
good.
Mirage over this.
Yeah.
I would, even
I like
though it
this-
has that back kibble.
I like this one better waist up. Definitely.
Yeah.
It just looks more G1, especially the head.
He just
and the way the
looks
head
like
hit.
The
Mirage.
head does look better. I get that.
I didn't like
I don't like the
spindly
arms.
long legs. I didn't like spindly long legs Mirage. I have the BotCon one if I want to keep that mold anyways. So
I don't like the arms on this one compared to the others. The others look better to me. But you're right, the chest looks better on this.
Well, who knew you were going to get a Thundercracker?
Oh my god!
Surprise.
And what size?
What's cool about it is instead of going for the usual darker blue, they're going for the more tune accurate blue. So he's going to be brighter.
Which I can dig that.
He's still a Tetrajet.
Mhm.
So is that
No,
supposed to be
he's a
like,
Colonial Viper.
So you've got
Oh, I'm sorry.
battle damage scratches on it, a little more paint apps. Kudos to Hasbro doing that at least.
Every time I've seen someone that has used alcohol to take the battle damage off, the figure looks so much better.
I don't know. See, I look at this, and they always gripe that there's not enough paint apps and everything. And while I don't care for this figure, I do like the paint apps on it.
I think they should have just traded battle damage for detail. And
They could have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
even a
Picked
panel
up
line
paint
job.
details.
Even a panel line job.
Panel line would have been good on this one, especially
You know?
on the wings there.
Yeah.
well, yeah, if you're gonna do the battle damage, do the wash. Do the panel line. That way it go all the way.
Well,
So it doesn't-
sometimes
They're
that
not
dry
gonna do
brush.
that. You might as well
Some-
forget that. They're never going to do that.
Yeah, they're
Maybe
not.
maybe give them an A for effort, but they're still learning.
Sometimes that dry brush, wear and tear does look good.
Well, look at
on
Studio
some
Series
characters.
Grimlock. That thing looks amazing.
Let's see. Cameron said on the Mirage, it looks like to me like they were trying to force Mirage into Wheeljack's engineering. And
maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
and
See the Wheeljack.
Kaden says, so here's this Starscream isn't on Amazon yet, but this one already just explain to me how this picks. No, this is going to be wave 2. Or not always. There's some wave 2, 3, and 4 in here. So this is so calibers. That's awesome. I'm buying all those.
Yeah.
See, we'd have what, 5 waves altogether? Usually
4.
Okay, so which wave is Skywarp coming out in?
Now that's
The rumor is he's in a
He
pack
won't.
kind of like that green light figure.
Oh, okay.
I
So it's
wanna
probably going
see
to be like
what-
an Amazon exclusive.
Once again,
Pulse.
you have an intern. You tell him, "Hey, put all the little things. Just stick it on him." And they say, "What about this little firebolt? Stick it anywhere." Okay, I'll stick it on his shoulder. That's a good place for it.
Yeah, that one doesn't make much sense as far as
That literally
putting it as
was just stick all the
impacts.
pieces on it and make a picture.
There are also, we know about the Astro Train rumor, so I want to see what that looks like because I've always liked Astro Train, but also an 8-face rumor. So if they do 8-face, then you got to do Snapdragon. I want them to finish the Headmasters and Target Masters that they started a couple years ago, like 8-face and Snapdragon, and then give me the Autobot Target Masters, and then that way we can be done with that.
give us a new Cyclonus while you're at it. Then
I want a Night Beat
Yep.
and Minerva.
And a good Galvatron.
One.
I wanna see- I wanna see-
One.
Hang
I
on,
want to see Night Beat and Minerva in a 2-pack. I don't care if it's the same mold but juiced up or whatever.
I hope they-
tool around.
Art says Starscream looks like he's popping a zit out of his shoulder.
Yeah.
It's one heck of a zip.
I hope
You
they
should
give
go
Night
on
Beat
that,
and Minerva
Dr.
little
Pop or
eyeglass things, like little detective eyeglasses. What are those things called, Dalton?
magnifying glasses.
Thank you.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah, so they can do detective work together. This is not a very flattering picture of Springer.
No, I was like, this is probably the worst picture I've seen of him.
Yeah. He skipped
Well,
leg
that
day, but
impact
that's my
with
That I feel
Smashdown.
is the difference between this Springer and the 2013 Springer. 2013 Springer looks good no matter how you take the picture.
Yeah, but this is a bad pose. It really is.
It
mean,
is,
I'm
but the
I'm not
2013
vouching for
Springer
this
doesn't
this-
take
this-
bad
this figure,
poses.
but it looks bad.
I
You
can
know.
put it in some bad poses.
That doesn't look bad. I like the bladed weapon,
Mhm.
even though there
And
was
it actually
never one
helps
on
about-
the tank. I still dig it.
Brett, you still have your original, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have been putting up some comparison pictures of these two.
You can definitely see the where they got like the green tiger stripes, and even on the cannon because of the it actually had the missiles the missiles were green with black tips.
Right.
That's where the color came from the cannon, but not the bladed weapon.
And see this, like, okay, so this was the first Siege figure I picked up, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. That's why
I dig it. I do. I just don't understand the bladed weapon. If you want to add something,
well, that's
not?
just because
That's cool
because it's gang molded with the tool,
right?
Like
and it's cool. I mean, it's cool looking.
But if I get the rest, like I said, man, if the comics and the toys and they stick with the toys, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. I still have this on pre-order though. This Springer. I mean, I just like Springer. So
For Mike.
Who does?
The car mode looks really good.
Yeah, finally a pretty good car mode right here.
I mean, it's acceptable.
And I'm assuming
I'm right there
guns
with you,
at the top
Dakota.
become
The
blades.
Generations one is still the best one we're
I'm
going to
not
get. But
talking
this,
about that. I'm talking about one that looks
I
for
mean-
like G1 Springer. He's never had like the car mode's so hard to do.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks
Also,
good.
like,
The front
looks
looks
good.
good. The back not so much.
Well, the
I've
back
never-
never looked good.
Yeah.
yeah, even on that toy.
Yeah, it's a good G1 styled Springer. I feel like I love the Generations one, but I do feel like they were like, hey, we got a good robot mode. Why don't we just turn it into the Batmobile and everybody will love it?
Heck
And
yeah.
they did. It's awesome.
And they did. But
Heck yeah.
I still prefer Springer from the Transformers animated movie. That's still my Springer.
Yeah. I would love to get a new Sandstorm as well. Like the G1 Sandstorm, I love
Yeah.
that figure. It looks
Yeah.
great. All
Yeah,
three
that's-
modes.
That was
I
a
love that
pretty
one,
cool,
yeah.
too. That's a really
My
cool part.
my Springer liberated an entire prison planet. So
Why does it
Just
look
saying.
like Mega Supreme has like some sunshades on under his visor?
It does.
He's cool. Because he's cool like that.
I think the render was just kind of squished.
he needs to take them off of his face so that way the Who can play in the background.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here's for you guys that like the Bayformer stuff.
I like
This
that.
and Prime are really the only ones I like.
I do think this one looks. It's
Who is
probably one of
this?
the better looking ones.
Drop
Drop
kick.
kick.
Car mode drop kick.
I'm
Because
actually
helicopter-
watching that movie tonight.
Helicopter mode drop kick should have been Rotor Storm. It needs to be Rotor Storm.
Change your mind.
You can't.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, no, I'm just finishing that statement.
Yeah. This I think, dude, I still think this is the best Voyager Prime coming out this year, or between this year and last year, I should say.
I agree.
It looks good.
It's not bad.
This abomination.
Oh my god!
Oh, you know you're gonna get it, Dalton.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
At least it doesn't
No.
turn into a pogo stick. So.
What is this supposed to be?
It's one of the components for Revenge of the Fallen Devastator.
For your ultimate Devastator. You
Don't
know that
cancel
Devastator
this
you grew up
pre-order.
with.
No, I'm not.
They don't
I've
transfer
never-
it without the others.
I've never liked this Devastator at all.
Dude, they're
your
gonna-
Devastator.
DNA Design is gonna announce they're coming out with, and
The wrecking balls.
Yeah.
the wrecking balls.
Dingleberry accessories.
They're gonna call it the
Easy.
enemy.
I like this blue on him. I think it looks that's the paint apps that I'm talking about that I want. I love
Yeah,
that.
well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
with the it's
isn't
and
the
the
ones
black
you did,
the
sir.
black complements it too.
Yeah, because it's got the black paint with the blue paint. I mean, it looks really good.
Yeah, dude, this is how the old deluxe should have been.
Carmo Drift win.
Wow, look at that.
I know, man. I'm waiting on it, dude. As soon as they announce AOE Studio Series Car Drift, I'm all about it.
Okay.
And you got this thing that can
Do that.
I still think this is
give
awesome.
you the 50th version of this.
They give you
Yeah, why
they give
not?
you the fans want it version for
The fifth
cheaper.
time.
I want to wait for the best version.
Oh, the armory.
Dude, there's
Yeah.
been so
That's just-
many
that's
versions of this type of Optimus Prime. I feel like we've looked at one like every month of Cybercast. At least
We
one.
have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, you get like 2 or 3 fans want it kits with this, all rolled into one. I feel bad for the people that spent all that money. You know,
Yeah,
Did
but they
that
wanted
ever
it
come out?
right there. So,
Here we go.
It's our friend Slimer.
Wonder what this
I
could
wish
be.
I would have got that.
I passed on this.
I like the idea. I just don't. I like
wish I would have got one. I'm just telling you right now.
Are they sold out already?
Yeah.
They went back up on Pulse for a moment.
Yeah, but they went up higher too.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, it was like.
Well,
yeah.
then on GameStop they went lower.
Well,
That's funny.
GameStop was higher than the original when they first came out, and then
Well, then they lowered the price to like $38.
but it was what 20? It was $30 to begin with.
It was
40.
$40.
Was it 40?
40.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I never saw it lower than that, so I missed twice.
Either way, like I said, I like the idea, just don't like the execution. They gotta give me
I'll
something.
wind up getting one. That's for
I got a
sure.
GameStop Connect, so
Well, then
You
grab
just-
two and get me one.
You just order it online.
I don't
Everyone's
care
got a
what your
GameStop
is,
Connect.
Just do it.
yeah. So that is that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, and the Ultimetal Megatron, the final photo.
Talk about Chrome.
17 inches tall.
$1,900.
Is that how much it is?
I don't know. I was just throwing out a number.
You know what?
No, well, the
Listen,
Ultimetal
all right.
Optimus
It's awesome.
Prime, wasn't it like $1,200 or something like
It
that?
was up there.
Cameron,
It was
how much is this Megatron going to be? Yeah, we get our fact check.
I heard on Cybercast, PrimalSabbath said it's gonna be $1,900.
Right.
Oh, no.
Man, that jerk.
All right, so Takara.
Now this is the other
Shatter.
And what's the other one?
Shatter. Yeah.
He says, I'm looking up Megatron. Optimus was around 900. Ultra Magnus was around 1,200. So we're about to get a price on the Megatron.
That's insane.
I can't wait for that to come out right there.
I don't like the flat feet now that I'm looking at it.
I
Like,
don't care for the gun.
from the waist up, he's solid.
Well, the gun is just stylized after the original.
Nah, it doesn't look like the original.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's not really the original, but I can.
No.
I see a little bit. In
A
the
little
back
bit,
end
but
of
not
it.
enough. The
Not
barrel
enough,
doesn't look
right.
right.
Well, you have it, don't you,
Yeah.
Rick?
This one, no, I don't have it.
It's
not
not
Hasn't
G1 enough.
It's been
No,
delayed,
why?
hasn't it?
Heck yeah.
Hey, it's your cog man.
Cogman.
Everybody's favorite.
With the sword.
He has the power.
I have the power.
He says, "Hey, Rick, can She-Ra do this?"
Exactly.
And he has a boot pivot. Yeah.
He's got the boot cut.
Dude, I was reading that message at first. I thought it came from Sport because I know Sport gets heated over some Motu. And I saw it was Rick. I was like, damn, these things. That thing must be trash. If Rick's
Did,
talking about
did,
it.
did you see Mike come in
Unforgivable,
and up
Dakota.
and just be like, "Check out these pops, guys"?
You don't have
Did,
boot
did you
pivot
read
either.
what I wrote after it?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Because we're all in a heated discussion talking about like articulation and Masters of the Universe and stuff like that. And I was like, I read this like we were all kids on the playground, and we're like, yeah, check it out. Look at this He-Man. Oh yeah, this Transformer, X-Men. And then Mike goes, "Hey guys, check out this rock that I found on the ground."
Wow.
Because that's basically what we're talking about action figures, and he's like, "Yeah, these new pops, man."
Dude, I'm gonna laugh if at the show, at Mike's con, he's just gonna start hurling pops at you. Like all the extra ones that he's buying, he's gonna start tossing them at you. Just start pegging you with them.
Dude, we
Got to
should
get that on camera, Dakota.
go into his house and
Twinkies at
hide
you.
all his Twinkies.
I wanna like what I want to do is I want to turn them all like backwards.
I want to open them all up. Just open the lids.
Well, they're not
Oh,
taped.
dude,
I know.
Just-
open them all up.
Take
I want
them all out
to
of the
put
pack.
like Josh. You know those little Shetland beer cans. I want to get some of those and just replace them inside the boxes.
What the hell is this supposed to be?
This is a pogo stick.
A leg.
Yeah, that's a leg for Devastator.
That Devastator's terrible. What speaking of,
That's probably the most famous Devastator.
Oh my god!
oh,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.
Mhm.
I would argue more people have seen and know about this Devastator than the G1 Devastator.
Dude, I'll tell you.
Not in
I'll tell you
fandom,
what.
not in fandom, but
And, you know, it's funny how like
Casuals.
some people love this thing, and I didn't know anybody loved it. So somebody had this on Instagram, and usually I don't do this, but I had to. I just replied to his picture with like garbage, just straight up garbage. And I'm not a person who troll. I'm not like a troll at all. But I couldn't help it because I'm like garbage. And the guy replied, how can it be garbage if it's accurate to the movie? And I'm
Because it was garbage in the movie.
oh my god,
Dude,
He's not getting the subtext.
dude, I like how Rick put some of that extra special flair on it.
Yeah,
So is this any different than the original?
Excuse me, how can it be garbage? It's accurate to a movie.
it's crazy.
it's screen accurate.
So,
What was that,
I mean,
Brett?
is it any different than the original one?
Yeah, the original
my
one
God,
was
yeah.
like just
It was
hunks
just
of
vehicles
vehicle
and Devastator.
combined mode.
Well, they
Very-
plugged them
very
together. So, I mean,
simplistic.
this one is a little better.
Has a lot more
This
detail.
one, yeah, this one has robot mode, vehicle mode, and combined mode.
You call those things robot modes that we just looked at?
They are.
No, someone looked
Hasbro calls them that.
Hey,
Well,
Josh, I just want you to remember, man, dude, that's somebody's G1.
no,
I get that.
start.
my G1.
I
God.
get that. I don't agree with it, but I get that.
It has a lot more.
No,
peanuts,
that's
at least.
that's one of Josh's pet peeves
Yeah.
because he's
That's
like,
true.
nothing is G1
It's-
except G1.
Yeah, it's
No, I mean,
unforgivable.
I agree with that. If this is someone's first, I get that, but
That it's your first.
that
Like-
is a sad devastator. I'm sorry.
Here's the new masterpiece because they're like, hey, we're doing all these shoes with Nike. This is apparently the Atmos Safari LeBron James.
Dude, they're gonna have to give the MP10 mold a Viking funeral when they're done with it.
Look at his little antennas. They can't even stay up. Like you can't get. This thing is.
That mold is gone.
I do like the colors on this one, though. I'll give it that.
And I don't care that LeBron James plays on the Lakers either. I don't like him. So
It's got a
I
Huffer
would never
vibe
buy
to
this.
it.
Look, golly, man. And this is the car. You'd think they know how to transform it correctly.
I don't even understand what they're. I don't get this. Like the G.I. Joe, they just made these ASICs, like these Storm Shadow Snake Eyes ASICs. So they based the shoe on the original figure design, character design. So it's got design cues from the character. These, it's like Nike made a shoe and they were like, all right, let's make all the MP primes look like the shoe. It's completely backwards. Why would you? I don't get it. I don't understand the marketing, the selling point.
Because the shoe
why
is
would
like
you want
bait.
LeBron on your on your shoulder there.
Telling you, man, send the tooling out on a boat and then just shoot a fire arrow at it.
The
Just let it go down.
the unfortunate thing about this Optimus, though, is it doesn't play any defense. So
Easy.
A little bit overrated is what I'm hearing.
yeah.
It's Huffer.
It didn't even take him a half a season before he tried to trade my entire team. Destroyed it from within.
Look at my details.
Okay, Cameron's Bank says I can't find a price for the Ulti-Metal Megatron anywhere. That is usually never a good sign.
They said you have to ask, you cannot afford.
Yeah, man, I'm glad I got out of trying to buy all the MP10s.
That's crazy.
Wait for the KO.
You would have a hull of armor of MP10s.
Yeah.
All right, here we got a little versus. So original version here and your animated version over here. I like this mainly because of like it looks like I like the white instead of kind of the.
Dude, honestly, I just dig the tune look, man. I think that's
It works perfectly on this guy.
yeah, like I feel like that's a good thing. You know, with at least with this and with Prowl and even with Sideswipe, they didn't have to make new molds to adhere them to the tune look that they're going for with newer toys. And
Yeah.
you know,
They didn't, but man, I think why is it that Blue Streak, when they showed Blue Streak, he just looked so tune accurate, like even more than any of the other three.
Well, it was so different.
The
God,
new head.
dude. Like, I mean, like if I look at Prowl and I look at Blue Streak, when I look at Blue Streak, something about the colors and the finish on all the accessories in the head.
I love that Blue Streak.
It looks so
Probably
good.
because
I agree, but I look at Wheeljack here, and even though I have the original one, I like the tune accurate one. I like it a lot better.
Me too.
Yeah, I do too. I do
It's
too.
not
I
so
do too. But it's not as good as that blue. For whatever reason, that Blue Streak is.
Well, that Blue Streak, it was just so different. To make it the first one they came out with, it was so different than the tune accurate one that it just made it pop.
right, and they were trying to adhere to realistic cars and make and we can see that with Wheeljack too. He looks like that Lancia.
Right, but the difference was the cartoon and the original were subtle differences, whereas in Blue Streak it was way big, a big difference.
Yeah, but like this dude, like I think and this is also a good incentive for people to hop on the MP line that are coming into the fandom within the last few years. And then, even old collectors can just dump their old stuff for the people who are curious about it. And in my opinion, everybody wins getting the plus versions of these pieces. Some people want to say it's, a last gasp of breath out of the MP line, but I think that's foolish and nonsense.
Well, let me put you this way, just like what we were talking about before. If you wanted to take your G1 Wheeljack and display it next to your MP, you would go with the original MP. If you wanted a tune accurate cast, you would go with the new one. So I mean, it's just it depends on what your display is what you're trying to go with, and I get that, and it's an easy repaint for them too.
Oh yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
A couple of things in here. Throne Game says next exclusive is Ratchet next to a pair of Vans. I can see that tie-in. That works. I like it. Let's see. Noble Young wants to know what the price is, and I'm surprised.
$80.
Cameron
What,
says,
for Wheeljack? Yeah.
Harden do MP10 plus before announcing MP44.
Hasbro was the MP10 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, still, dude, MP44 tune. That's as tune as it gets, and I dig it.
Here's some third party. This is gonna be your TFCon or one of your TFCon exclusives. Here you go.
I'm really digging this.
Oh God, I wish I could get that.
That's the thing, Matt. I wish, granted, I'm not going, and I'm not gonna pick it up either way. But I think they really should have gone with Shattered Glass.
But they should have. But I still really like the look, just the idea of powered convoy.
See, that may be something if I didn't have the the Legends, the LGEX, Magna Convoy, I probably would be like, oh yeah, but
Yeah, but this mold is so good.
It should have been Shattered Glass though.
Maybe they're gonna make a Shattered Glass, but they wanted to make it mass retail because they'd sell more.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll
possibly,
buy it if they make it.
If this is more of a,
I feel like I will. However, let me interject here. I will say that with it being a TFCon exclusive, it'll still be easy enough to get after the convention.
Oh yeah.
Nothing sold out at the show in October, except for the
breakdown robot
construction thing. Yeah, the construction vehicle was the only thing that sold out. But no, the breakdowns are out there in high numbers.
It depends on the character too. Like the previous TFCon, they had that Calidus repaint as Nemesis Calidus or whatever they called it.
Well, yeah, they had that one and the Lost Light Calidus at the Toronto show.
Oh yeah. I did buy all those, but I mean, you had to buy all those, right? If you're a fan of it.
Cameron said the blue color on this Optimus was partly chosen because the Chosen Prime was backing it, and the blue is their color.
Well, it's not just that. It's one of the dudes that's tight with the Chosen Prime, Jason. He's the one that designed the colors on this, that did the color selection and whatnot. So
I love it.
Well, there you go.
It all ties in for sure. But
It's a good. I like that. I like that mold a lot. So that's
Me
cool.
too.
It's a fun transformation.
Got painted rims. All right.
And I do feel like the Siege line played with this toy. I don't care what anybody says. Warden had his paws on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
Well, what's funny is this was based on the classics design.
That's great, but I'm just saying.
So he had hands on the classics one too.
Yep, both of them.
It looks good with the black
The armor.
Jetfire.
Yeah.
It looks
Get
like
Right Robot, I think, is the name of the. I was just thinking about it. I think it's Get Right Robot.
Are you just reading the comment section? Are you just reading what Cameron's telling you?
No. I can't see the comments. They're too tiny on my screen.
Oh, well, yeah. He said Jason to Get Right Robot actually.
Okay, yeah.
10
I got you.
for Chosen Prime.
Beat me to it. Man
Has
on the
anybody
streets.
Anybody got hands on any of the add-ons for this Prime mold? Anyone at all?
Like from the Noir set, or
Yeah, any add-ons, like any kits where combinations and stuff.
Mm-mm.
Okay, just
No,
curious.
all I have is the noir and the regular.
Yeah, that's all I got is the base mold.
How many pictures are there of this thing? Okay, come on. All right.
there we go.
All right. What else we got? I think it's another TF Con. If it pulls up.
Nothing like a show with some technical difficulties.
No, this is the best Transformer ever.
All right. So
Oh,
this
my
is a little
God.
custom class thing.
I dig it.
Shattered Glass Megatron.
But aren't they still calling it Galvatron? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely Shatterglass Megatron colors for sure.
But it's Galvatron.
Well, I think they're playing with it because of the idea that
Are you
the
sure?
original Shattered Glass Megatron was from Energon Galvatron.
See, I thought
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
that's
from
right.
Cerebrus.
This is the
Colors
open
of
and play.
He said Cameron says they're calling it Big Cannon.
Yeah, because
So they didn't change the name. It's probably just because it's the custom class.
Yeah, it's the open and play thing. Ugh.
So this is supposed to be Galvatron from Megatron's colors, or what?
It's supposed to be Shatterglass Megatron.
Yeah.
To me, these look like Megatron in Cerebrus
You mean
colors.
Galvatron and Marvel Comics Megatron colors?
No, it looks like Cerebrus colors.
Wouldn't that? I don't know. I don't know
Because
what
it's
the.
not about color.
I don't know what the color. Like I don't know what Fun Pub drew inspiration from for Shatterglass Megatron's colors, other than the G2 comic.
Right.
Or not G2, the G1 comic.
Yeah.
Well, but some of them were flipped with their counterparts, color-wise, and that's why to me it looks like a Cerebros in the color scheme.
Could be.
What's next?
And Master made this adorable
He got big head.
little thing. Dude, he's so adorable. I love these Master made figures.
Adorable Lord.
Adorable Lord. That's
I love it. Love the little cute shockwave.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Aw, wave.
He's so cute.
Hey, you want to hug him?
Look how it splits up with the tank and the jet. It looks cool.
Overlord.
And I like the little stickers here on the side. They did the same thing with Omega Supreme, like the little Gundam stickers, or like the G1 Omega. I like
Make it
that.
a little realism.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And then you got your base
Cool.
mode.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they went all out, didn't they? Oh, it's nice.
So they just tried making them into a giant artillery cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it still has the where the that one part.
Yeah,
of
the spire.
Yeah,
There's still some. Yeah.
there's
You could
there's only so much
it.
they can do, with the size and stuff.
Yeah.
I like the colors.
Yeah.
Look at my big head.
I feel like he gives all the other kids on the playground a wedgie.
Well, I mean, when you open your bra up like that, I mean,
Look what I can do. We'll
look at
flash you.
me. I mean,
But they put little missiles in there instead of mega. So, light up features, nice.
Of course, because it wouldn't be master made without them.
surf in, surf. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going for a ride.
And this is why you buy more than one.
Yeah, cool.
Are these things like $200?
They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're
Really?
pricey.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, you had me all the way up until you said the price point. So I'm thinking like $50-$60.
They're
Yeah.
upwards of
Is
150.
that like a Dakota guess of price though? Like you just aren't these things like $3,000? And the camera.
But here's the difference. I don't make Dakota money. So
I heard that.
I can't afford that.
I heard that through the grapevine they are going to be like $3,500. So
Yeah,
you always make Cameron be like,
oh
God, man,
my goodness,
check this guy. So,
he's got some serious stomach problems.
Yeah.
Among other things. Yeah.
They
I think
got to
I
get
look
the
like that.
pelvic
I look
thrust
like that
in
when
there
I go to the
somehow.
bathroom.
Ocular Max. Cameron said Master Maid's figures are heavy. They even make Fans Toys figures feel light in comparison.
Wow.
So probably well made. So your Ocular Max.
Once again, kudos to the guy that did the display here.
Well, we couldn't go through the show and not have some kind of crotch thrusting.
Intestinal blockage? I mean, what? I mean, he looks like he's in pain.
He is.
Right there, he's going, wee. I mean, that one's not bad.
No, that one's more. That's a little better.
And actually, if I remember correctly,
parts for
Yes, and it looks like they covered up the hand.
the gun he has actually looks tune accurate. If I remember correctly, that's a nice looking figure right there. Head looks good.
Yeah, when he's posed normally. Yeah.
when he doesn't look like he's got issues.
Yeah. That's not bad either.
Excuse me. Time out. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Too much cheese.
I like the Will's landing gear there.
Yeah, they fold
That's
up.
pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Now, if they'd only give us that little display arm, that would be wonderful.
Flight stands come with everything.
They do?
They should.
Really?
They should.
Oh my goodness.
In my world. In my world, they do.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
Just buy them for like $5 on Amazon.
It's not the same.
Oh, they're not $5, by the way.
Yeah.
A good
Then you're not doing it right.
no.
So this-
No, we need ones that'll hold up. You're talking about for your little Gundams that weigh like 6 ounces.
Are these the ones that have the hands already integrated with the figure?
Yep.
Okay.
There is no parts forming other than the combination
which-
itself.
Which
That's
company
nice.
is this?
Ocular Max.
Mastermind Creations.
It's Ocular Max.
Well, yeah. Ocular Max, MMC, they're the same.
Yeah, so that's basically what they were showing you, the
So
articulation.
I dig
Pointing.
the articulation of the arms.
He's pointing.
That's pretty good.
He's almost ready to pick his own nose.
Yeah.
Good. That is good. If you if you have a figure that can pick its own nose, that's good articulation right there. That is a plus in my book.
boy, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you. what.
Better Toys,
Maybe you can
Pioneer.
flick it.
Don't give me any spoilers. I've still got a half hour of this show left.
So
I think this transforms, and that's what I remember. I remember reading from somewhere is that it transforms, and if it does,
looks more like a parts former. If it transforms at all.
Well, I mean, like you can see the doors how they fold down on the back. I'm looking at this like if it transforms, like, dude, I hate to say it because I'm always so diehard on Takara being the trendsetter and the bar setter, but they outdid even outdid Takara.
I don't think it. I don't.
There you go, wheels.
Cameron said that they will show the alt mode later for this Bumblebee. So
I bet it has parts for me. I bet it does.
What's the scale of this guy?
There's just no way to take that back. That back is too smooth.
That's still acceptable, even if it does have some amount of parts for it. It still transforms.
I get you. I'm just saying you have trade-offs. Some people don't like that.
What if it? But that's the thing. What if it doesn't parts form, but it's just designed like the engineering is just this freaking good?
Then I would say that's amazing.
Yeah, we looked at that one Optimus where when we looked at it, we're like, "There's no way this transforms." And then Cameron, he was like, "It does," and I'm like, "Cameron, you're always right on everything." I still don't believe you. You had to send me a video.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that the last night one?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man, it's nuts, dude. Like it's like these third-party companies are going crazy with these movie designs.
Yeah, he said Unique Toys Challenger. Yeah.
Unique Toys. Yeah.
All right, here is the silver
General Grant,
Warrior General Grant.
The Union is going to win this war.
If you need insurance, go with the General.
Yikes!
And what's the scale on this guy? Also MP.
3 3/4 inch. Maybe?
I've got some verses for you on the next tab,
dude. If you could put some Joes on this thing and make it look kind of realistic, yeah,
it'd be sold in 2 levels.
I don't think so, but it would be that would be my preference. But it seems like everything is the quote unquote MP scale. That's just the
either MP or
standard going forward.
He says it is 25 centimeters, so just taller than MP10.
Oh,
yeah.
Joe's may look good on it then, man.
I am
if they can fit in the cockpit, then yeah.
Well, see, I don't think they could fit in the cockpit.
The War Within's always been big and beefy.
I need that.
I'm just saying you could, you got 2 different collectors that you could go, pull upon with that. I mean, that'd be awesome.
Legends and MP.
Well, if it's done up in green colors, the Joe collectors would eat it up.
That's what I was saying. You got your Joes and your Transformers. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got 2 to choose from. There's your Spark Toys and your Civil Warrior.
Oh god, I gotta get that new one. That first one from Spark Toys is great, but it's just not tall enough.
My problem is I throw it back to the titaniums and go,
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Constipation.
The arms kept falling off.
Remember Diaper Wave? Yeah.
You talking about Shockwave or Soundwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, Diaper Baby. Yeah.
Oh man.
That series was so bad. And that and the tank. Megatron tank.
Megatron. It's just a brick.
I still have that one. That's based on the G.I. Joe thing. Yeah.
I'm glad I never got into the titanium one.
Okay.
I heard that Primal was bad too.
Yeah, but the whole concept of the titanium series was good. It just was executed very poorly.
Look at the articulation here. So it looks like, the joints here. Maybe there's
Cyber Warrior Civil. Yeah.
Because you can see how this comes down and it lays completely flat, and this comes down. Where this guy, he can't even touch this knee, and this one's like going out here to the side. So
and then look at the arms. I mean, his shoulder joints are way better on the Civil Warrior.
Yep.
There's another rabbit hole I'm going down.
Between those 2, one just definitely looks better than the other.
Oh, what's this? Hello.
Arcade.
This is for you, Dakota.
Soundwave.
Yeah, Soundwave.
Oh, it's Soundwave with Laserbeam.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is some dude. Like I'm telling you, man.
Wave.
This hashtag really need to catch up. Or is this like that's pretty bold? I think
just
for third party companies
series?
just taking the Mercedes logo. If this is third party.
It is third party.
They don't
Is it?
care. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like they don't care because Hasbro and Takara have never gone after them. But if you think Mercedes is going to sit by, I feel like when it comes to the auto industry, they don't know what they're messing with.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Tong Ming Soundwave.
Sure.
Y'all got that Tong Ming Soundwave?
Nothing better than that.
That's not it. Yeah.
All right. Some add-ons for your barricade.
This is the Shockwave Lab, isn't it?
Yeah, Shockwave Lab.
Shockwave Lab is coming out with everything. Like they
So
keep
is this for
pumping
the
them out.
Masterpiece Barricade?
Yeah.
Ooh. Might be
See, put little lights in them.
I mean, it's just like anything and everything, man. They're just going all out.
So it does the
this
lights
is-
and that's it?
Yeah, it's basically this right here. This is what you're buying.
Light kit, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like
if it had an alternate where it would hook into the bar light.
That'd be cool.
I was gonna say, like, it reminds me of like they've done some of the Beast Wars stuff. They did some Masterpiece stuff. Now they're doing this, and it's like they keep on like going further and further.
Well,
And, like, that's
they're
awesome.
not limiting themselves.
Yeah. Like I said, it's
That's a good
awesome.
thing.
It's
great.
awesome because now they're
I like
dealing
this one.
with light effects, and this
And that's
is
for
a
the
new
Titan
rabbit hole.
Returns?
Mm-hmm. This one looks really good.
So you got the chest and the
mouth.
the fire tongue.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat right there.
I wonder if
And
they'll
those
do
things are
some
probably
like this.
so easy to install. You
Yeah.
don't have to take the figure apart.
I wonder if
If
they'll do
you
something
do,
like
then you
this
would have
for
to just-
Ectotron.
A little bit, but that's dude, that's nuts, man. That's awesome.
You got one more.
Well, this one I'm planning on getting.
This one right here? Oh.
Yeah.
Light our
Now,
darkest hour.
which one is this? Because there's so many of these.
Siege.
Prime.
Siege.
It's a
Oh, it's
siege,
a
right?
siege. Okay.
So you just take out the middle piece and install theirs.
There's
There's
middle
nothing
piece.
in there.
It's just a hole.
It's just for the head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already had something there. Oh,
So
Stick it in the hole.
So that
Easy.
means
easy.
it won't. It will no transform. Or would you
Oh,
just?
you can
I guess
Slide
you
it
just put
out.
You just cram it in the back of the truck there.
Yeah,
Oh,
right there.
okay. I see it. Now I see it. Okay.
Oh, but
No, man, that's
that,
cool.
that means parts forming. So,
Yeah.
so Megamus is out then.
I'm out.
No good.
I want to see them do something like this for Ectotron.
It's just a little toolbox. It's
Exactly. You mean, after I get Ectotron, of course. But yes.
I'm sure, man.
You'd
There's
have
so
to
much room.
modify
Like,
it.
there's
I'll
probably
get
there's probably enough room for you to like drill out where the lights are and just like wire up your own LEDs and like wire up your own battery pack because he's like Ectotron's got a mad backpack on it.
Here's
He's got that chest for the.
DNA designs for your Ironhide.
Is that his feet?
Apparently.
Yeah, more accurate feet, a new
waist,
bumper.
guns. Okay, I
Look
see
at all
the
that.
feet.
So Dark of the Moon style guns and knives. New
Oh,
bumper
that's nice.
What's the
with
thing
the
in
little
the
thing down.
yeah?
I have, maybe it's for
The
his
bumper,
waist.
the bumper is for the
Or-
waist
no,
to
that
hold the
looks-
knives.
No, I
It
get that. I'm
holds the
talking about
knives.
the air needle for your basketball.
That's his
That's
old
exactly
can.
what it is.
It's
That's
probably
his
a
old
pin.
can.
I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
That's what it is.
You don't want to know where that goes. Yeah.
You can inflate it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
My word.
Out of everyone here, Dakota,
Those-
you are not to be, embarrassed at all.
Oh, I'm not the one that can pass judgment here.
I would say so.
Don't cast stones from your glass.
All I
house,
know
as
is when they put
say.
that air needle in him, he stood straight up. Look at him. He's perfect.
This looks cool, man. Like I love the way Ironhide looked in Dark of the Moon.
Me
The
too.
guns, the quote unquote, the looks like we got a Mexican standoff, or I think that was Sideswipe, but it doesn't matter.
He was a different character
Class dismissed.
in the movies,
Yeah.
and I dug him. I thought he was out of all of them,
I thought he was the badass that he was supposed
Yes.
to be. You know.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then he went out like a.
This is
That
for
made me
MP.
cry.
This is not Studio Series, right?
No, it's Studio Series.
What
For
the?
SM.
Oh my
is?
god!
Hang on. We went an hour and 34 minutes. Look, we're getting better, guys.
Whoa.
But in all fairness, the Studio Series does need a bumper improvement. So I'm glad they did that.
Man, God, dude, I may have added someone to the side swipe shelf of a standalone Studio Series.
In Sadium Online, they're going to be coming out with these 5-inch Bill and Ted figures.
Oh
Man, we've been going an hour and a half. We almost didn't look at some ridiculous.
Are you
nonsense.
looking at this? Look down at the lower right-hand corner.
Fig Biz.
I love
Fig
it.
Biz.
It's awesome.
My dreams have now
These are
come
going to be
true.
$30. I believe, yeah.
Just remember to be excellent to each other.
I don't know. I need Bill and Ted toys. Like,
All right.
it's-
Easy.
We missed Jurassic Park Mattel toys during Toy Fair.
dude. You know how like everyone at Toy Fair has like diodes set up, and Mattel's just like, look at this green felt.
It was so cheap. We had to buy it by the ounces.
It's Mattel, guys. What do you expect?
Apparently, a lot of people like these toys and they sell.
Yeah.
That means Beast Wars is coming back. Beast Wars coming back.
It looks just like grass. In all
Aw,
fairness, these
look
aren't
cute,
big sellers
cutie.
for them.
Little cutie dinosaur.
Well, they don't. What else do they have? Barbie and
Not much anymore.
Hot Wheels.
Well, they have the wrestling line.
oh yeah, that's fine.
All I'm saying is, man, the pattern in the 90s was Jurassic Park blew up and then Beast Wars blew up. So
That one's
Jurassic
burping.
Park's blowing up again. Beast Wars gonna blow up again. Hey, yo, what that mouth do?
I don't buy these, but I do like them.
Look who is in the chat. It says, dude, you call yourselves an action figure podcast? Where's the Where's Blakey? Stop hating.
Get out of the chat and get in here, Mike.
Put him in a timeout, Cameron.
The King Mechanic.
This is something for you, Dakota, because you who is it that does these? Boss Fight Studios.
Oh, what? I feel like this is something that would be up Rick's alley as well.
Oh, well, you definitely for this one, you got the little schoolgirl.
I do 100%. The
pleated skirt and some hot socks.
so Rick, you know, like the Wandering Warrior, that boss fight came out. So that'll be me, and this will be my waifu. I'll just put them next to each other.
Cameron said I'm tied in rank with him. I can't time him out. He's give me pops and give me death. Oh, look, you can get a little naked one. Dress her up how you want.
She come with clothes.
That's
She got
funny. Like, but like that's, dude, I think this is smart for boss fight. So like
3 3/4
dude, that means I can have my Spartacus set up with the Spartan Warriors from Wave 1.
You can reenact the scene before he goes off to battle.
Oh.
Dude, just the Body Artist house party scene. And just Domina.
Oh yeah, Spartacus. Yeah. I'll get 300 for some reason. Yeah, but Spartacus. Yeah.
Yeah. I just have just go buy a couple more Wandering Warriors, and they got the Gladiator packs coming out now too.
And you can
that
just
look
paint
just
her
like
gold.
the Sparta.
You can just paint her gold.
She'd be Alithia, and then buy a blank male body. Like I think they make them in gold though, the blanks. So just put the little masks over them.
Hey, Alithia look nice,
dude.
What is this?
This Hasbro said this so far. All we know is this is going to be a like Disney park exclusive, but it may be a Disney store exclusive. They haven't got back yet. But basically at the park. So this is your exclusive. They're calling this a 4-pack.
I bet that you'll be able to find this on Pulse. I bet you'll find it on Pulse.
Where's the fourth one?
This your little toaster on wheels droid is your fourth biggest
droid.
$20 for.
That doesn't count.
Like I said, man, I bet you can find this on Pulse, like when the time is right.
Josh, are the left and right figures? Are they from that cartoon that I don't watch?
So the right one, I believe it is from Resistance because I saw this character, this Commander Pry or whatever.
Right.
I saw his little 3 3/4 inch, for Resistance in the store today. I haven't seen this Mountain Trooper, and I think it looks kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having them all, but I don't need another Kylo Ren. I've already got this Kylo Ren like several times over. In fact, I would buy just this one guy, and I'd buy 3 of him, but I don't need another Kylo Ren. And I sure as hell don't need this little thing. That's not a fourth figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're called, again, this is your Black Series. They're calling it the First Order 4-pack, where he wasn't in the First Order. I've never even seen this thing, and that's not a figure. So,
yeah, it's a cash grab. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's your box. They're probably going to charge $80 for that.
Well, I don't need that one. I'm okay.
Are you sure, Rick?
Yeah, I'm not a completist on that line.
Here's your last bit of Mattel DC stuff.
Oh God!
Because end of this year, no more Mattel DC stuff. Look at the faces of these figures. Dude, they should have lost this license a long time ago. Like, there's a couple in there that look all right, but
yeah.
So I got a question. I got a question, you guys. Like, what do you think? Like, would it be possible for Hasbro to have both Marvel and DC toy licenses?
Well, McFarlane's going to have it. What is it for at least 3 years?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like I don't, it's like Mezco has both licenses, don't they? Mezco produces some DC stuff too, and they also produce Marvel stuff. But like, I always wondered like how that would work out. Like that, wouldn't that be like borderline monopoly at that point?
See, when it comes to like, I get what you're saying. I'm just gonna, I don't know.
Yeah,
that would be. But we know that McFarlane's going to have it for 3 years, and then we'll see what happens.
Dude, that's if they can move units.
If these figures came out like this, then that looks pretty nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's decent.
But they don't come out like that. That's the hand painted. Like, hey, let's make this look perfect.
Exactly. I'm hoping McFarlane gets it, and I'm hoping he, does something new that we haven't seen, or just is up to the task. This is, I mean, honestly, like, it's such a good. If he can do something with it, then he has a lot to gain from it. He could reopen people's eyes to that brand a little bit more. I think people that aren't playing video games.
Dude, and give me some characters that I never get, like Cheshire and like Artemis, like some of the ones from, like, I like a lot of the characters from Young Justice,
I feel like he's, obviously Batman's going to be in Wave 1, and his version of Batman. I honestly think it would be cool if at least some of the figures in the line are inspired by his artwork, and not other folks. Like, I think it would be cool to have like a Jim Lee figure, but also like do something that's like old school McFarlane with the big capes and, you know, the stuff that we all liked about Spawn when it first hit. And
here's some things. So they're doing like the Toyz style here, you know, with the Joker there. Look, dude, that was my first Batman, the Toyz Batman.
Yeah.
And later, Cameron, Nero, he says, you know, if I had to guess, Kenner probably had DC and Marvel back in the 80s, you know, the real, you know, Kenner. I know Toyz, you know, like we got some DC stuff and you got Marvel stuff. So
yeah, but it's like back then, I don't like. Arguably, none of that stuff was what it is now, and so probably wouldn't have been as big of a thing, I think. But
dude, that's straight up Toyz Batman.
I had so many Batman toys as a kid.
Yeah, I'm old enough to have had the Mego or whatever.
And again, go to the hand painted stuff like that Poison Ivy. Man, yeah, that looks good. But that's not what we're going to get in the package.
Bro, why she got like a level 3 like choker? She's a black belt in talent.
I like that Riddler. That's a nice looking Riddler. If it only came
until the question marks come like patchy and, you know,
they're upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what would be perfect on this figure? If Mattel knew what they were doing, then they would have a ring still painted all purple, but still have a ring on the Riddler on his right hand. Do you know why, Dalton?
I do.
Nope. Green Lantern, of course.
Exactly.
He was a Green Lantern, so it was the same mold.
Like that. See, that's what's weird. Like Mattel with their DC stuff. Yeah, I guess it's pretty bad. But like, other than distribution, their Halo toys have been a breath of fresh air. I love the Halo toys that they've put out.
Still waiting on Achilles.
Yeah, man, like that. Like Mattel. Like, you think Hasbro distribution is poor? Man, you ain't buying enough Mattel product. Probably because you can't find it because the distribution is so poor. Like,
and also it's Mattel.
And then here's your next wave 11. So we don't know who this is going to be yet, but the Nightwing. I mean, I like the Starfire. The Beast Boy looks nice. Is that John Stewart?
John Stewart looks good. Yeah.
And your Build-A-Figure is the Ninja Batman. Man, that movie is awful. I couldn't finish it. It's the only Batman film that I couldn't finish the movie.
You don't think that's Cyborg?
Yeah, I see it. I see it now. Yeah, that's
all the cybernetics on the one side.
Yeah.
I can pass on this. Whoa.
Yeah, the Beast Boy looks pretty.
Dude,
just
repaint that into Nightcrawler.
Don't judge. My feet look just like that. All right, don't judge.
And I've got the DC Icons Ultimate, like John Stewart.
That one looks pretty good. John Stewart looks good.
Yeah. Kid Flash.
I still don't understand why he has to have the chopping hand. I mean, I know that's probably a throwback, but still. I mean, really? High-speed chopping hand?
You probably get that running pose.
It's the running pose. That's all it is, yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, I thought the original Flash had that. One of his hands was like that when they did that. His hands together, his feet together, and his.
You're talking about the Kenner one.
Yes.
Right?
Super.
Yeah. I thought maybe a throwback.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that if they're going to do that throwback, this is Kid Flash, but if you're going to do that throwback, then you should have done what we couldn't tell, but with that Riddler, he needs to have a ring on his finger.
No, I got what you were talking about. Definitely on that.
Yeah, well, Dalton, he learned something new.
Well, Nightwing, yeah, absolutely. Starfire.
I like the Starfire. I like the hair.
Looks really good.
I like
Yeah,
the hair.
It's a cool modern
She's got
Starfire.
the go-go boots from back when she first showed up in the comics. I dig it.
The go-go boots.
That's what this was. Go-go boots.
Yeah, you know.
I like that version of Starfire a lot better than DC Titans Starfire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Boss Fight Studios, Sam and Max. I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't remember Bucky O'Hare either. So
Neither
I
do
remember
I.
Bucky O'Hare in a TV show, but not Sam and Max. I want to say it was probably with what was the it's called Max, wasn't it? It was on a pay-per-view.
I can't help but wonder if this maybe because like this
Right, like
all
that.
looks like the same Bucky O'Hare like art style.
No,
Maybe it was like from the
more
same
like-
studio.
It's not.
What was it that McFarlane did it? They did Max, the Max.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The guy, he was purple.
Yes.
You talk about the Sam Keith comic.
Yes, that this is more like that.
I think that's the first time I got to see some naked girls.
Oh boy. TMI.
Once again, easy now. So,
PG.
but that was what was that called? The Max came on late at night on a show
Oh yeah, it did. You're
before
right.
Adult Swim and all that. It was something else. But it was
Probably the only person that remembers.
I remember it, but it wasn't on with Eon Flux, was it?
yes, it was.
Okay.
And you would have a half hour, an hour, and it was random. Sometimes it would be that. Sometimes it would be Max. You never knew what you got.
Yep.
Well, here's some good news. Pre-order May 2019.
Now, are they going to do this like?
That's it.
Are they going to be doing this like made to order, like
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
like
Made
the
to
sail
order.
barge?
And
Yeah.
you can do payments too. So they're going to do 6 $100 month payments as well.
Yeah.
That's I'm
Nice.
going to be getting in on that.
By the way, that was called. He was right. It's called Liquid TV. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what Art said. He said,
It was really kind of edgy. You wouldn't watch that on regular TV type anime for its time, should I say?
here's some pre-orders that went up. So you can get.
Dolph Lundgren.
You have to buy if you want these. You have to buy the set for $140 plus shipping. But then after you did that, if you wanted like an additional E-Man, it's only $35. Or you wanted an additional Skeletor, it's only $35. So all you guys, just hit up Sport, let him buy the Wave, and then just be like, he's taking.
Well, I'm buying the whole wave and I'm keeping it. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, but then if you buy the whole wave, then you can buy as many
additional
individual-
ones. Yeah.
additionals that you want. So I think, because I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to backtrack Blade and Sarad, and they never gave it Evil in, so they may come out with the Evil in as well, and Grizzlord. But
I don't know. I never liked the gold.
I was thinking, like, I kind of just want these two.
Yes,
I think this
the
is
other two were kind of like,
Well, Karg just sort of stood there. He did like one thing.
right.
It seemed like he just liked to give a lot of orders, but he really never did anything.
Yeah.
It was always
Exactly.
Grizzlord and Blade and
Yeah.
Sarad.
Yeah. I just got Sarad for $30 off eBay, so I'm happy about that.
But the what else would you call that? The gold
God
Skeletor?
It's God armor or
God-
something.
God,
like
yeah, it's
God
just.
Skeletor.
I'm sorry, I don't care for it.
Get it right. Okay.
I don't care for it.
Now, is that fun? Because that doesn't look really like Dolph Lundgren. That
A
much.
little bit. Well, yeah.
They got the hair right.
Well, but then they stuck it on there like a bad.
He does
Trump
kind of wear the
toupee.
second head, though. So, I don't know.
Is there a Dolph Lundgren head? I want it. I would want.
I don't know, but
that's
he's
the way
got the
I'd
hair
buy it.
right. Just stick it on there.
This, yeah.
They're not
This is, where,
dolls, they're action figures.
this is where it counts, though. He carried the show. He carried the whole
Turn it
movie,
up, Dad.
actually.
You get to the pop.
that.
I don't know. He doesn't even have a sword. I mean, come on.
He's got the staff. I'm sure
He's got the staff.
He's got the cosmic key. God, this movie is so weird.
It's so bad, but you know,
Somebody that used to come into the casino and talk nerds with me, he was just like, bro, you got to check out that Dolph Lundgren He-Man. I was like, nope.
Victory.
I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it.
Let's see. Are they stopped doing the payment plans on these Super 7 pre-orders?
When does this one happen? Do you know, Josh? When does this happen?
I think the pre-orders just went up to where you
I was
can
gonna say,
pre-order.
did
Yeah,
they
they're
just
up now.
stop them in between when they're taking
Is
them?
it
I know
a
that's
30-day? Did the 30-day clock already start?
I think it started
This
off
is,
March 1st yesterday.
This Conan?
Okay.
Yes, that's Conan, the comic version.
Now, real quick, I believe the payment plan, they're doing that for Snake Mountain. And they did the payment plan for the wave that just closed like a couple months ago. So the one that's going to have, is it like 6 figures instead of 4?
Yeah.
They did a payment plan for that, but they haven't, I don't think they've offered a payment plan for whenever they were just doing 4 figures.
Well, but they throw them up and then they're available, and then when they're not, it's done. So
Yeah.
It's usually, 30 days?
yeah, you got to be there at the
usually.
right place at the right time.
Yeah, 30 days.
So this being
Now, I
being
see
Conan,
Arnold here. I don't know about you guys.
it's
Definitely in the
only
face.
it's only a matter of time before we get our Marvel Legends Conan, since they got the book back and all.
Well,
You want you get your Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan, and then your Jason Momoa Conan. Oh, and you get a Red Sonja, a Bridget Nelson.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nielsen.
All right, here you go, Dakota. SH Figure Arts, Vega.
Man, that Vega looks good.
It does.
Pick a
Look at
card,
that.
Shea. Any card.
All he needs is a game of cards right there, right? Just the little things. Pick a card.
But what isn't Vega? Isn't he like French or something?
Yeah, he's Italian or something like that. French or Italian, something. One of
Yeah,
those
they're all the
European-
same, right?
Yeah. One of those Euro ethnicities.
He needs to come with a little.
I just
He
want to
got-
know why he's wearing cobbler shoes.
He got them little high socks on.
Look at that, dude. That's all. He needs to come with a little cage wall I can make him jump off of and stuff.
Oh, Neural City.
I was man. Everybody wanted to be like Ken and Ryu. I was like, Vega is my dude.
Dude, Vega,
Oh,
yeah.
Man, he needs
Yeah,
to
I played
put
Vega.
nail cutters on.
Dude, I made sure I knew Vega's moves like the back of my hand. Everybody
I always played Vega and Chun-Li.
Dude,
Yeah.
I played Vega, but if someone their skill level was higher than me, then I would pick Blanca, and I would just as soon as you started, I would just run to my corner and just electricity. I'm like, come at me, bitch.
I would always do the fat guy with the hand, the quick moving hand move. If I knew somebody was better than me, and I would just be rocking that
Talk about
Oh, he
the,
comes with the cage wall. Yes. Yeah, that looks good.
a stretchy arms guy. He was skinny.
No, not the stretchy arms guy. The guy that like he would move his he would basically like in like up, middle, and down, just really fast hand movements, and like there was no
Or
good to
else
him.
says Honda. That's who you're talking about.
Honda, yeah. If anybody that I knew was like really good at button mashing, I'd be like, I'm just gonna sit here and do this whole game.
Here you go. Here's some Dragon Quest. This is from Square Enix.
Can I ask you something?
Well,
I
I
know
did.
absolutely nothing about this game or what it is, but why are they have the same colors as Mario and Luigi?
I feel like it is a Nintendo property.
I'm just saying.
The
I
Mario
see that right off the
character
bat.
is smaller, and then the Luigi one character
Yeah.
is green. She's taller.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rip-off. Oh, look at that! The little Goombas! This is a freaking ripoff!
Thank you.
Mhm.
That
Oh,
that
man.
top of that head looks familiar, but I just can't.
Easy.
It's identical.
It's a nice little helmet.
Stuff.
Keep
That's
it in check, guys.
Rick, that's a different kind of mushroom kingdom, am I right?
Stop.
All right, this next thing, it's 1/6 scale. You might think it's for Rick, but it's actually
Little Red Riding
Sport.
Hood.
There you go, Sport. Give him that.
Oh,
There he is.
nice.
Oh my!
No, it's oh my.
Oh my.
Absolutely.
Phasers are
You do that too
stunning.
good.
1/6 scale. Oh,
Wow. Aye, Captain.
so who was your favorite on the original series?
Oh, it was definitely Kirk.
Really?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'll let Boba Fett.
You ready for this? I absolutely love Sulu. I did.
Sulu.
Sulu.
You seem like a Scotty kind of
He
guy.
was cool.
It's Sulu. He was just so sophisticated, and if you watch the Mirror, yeah, he went what he wanted. Yeah, he wanted that. So absolutely.
All right, so
Nice.
we don't have to take a whole lot of time on this ending topic,
Good. Bye.
but I guess we could go through real quick. You know, Toy Fair. There's a lot of things that we liked. We talked about that, but things that you thought that they would have there and were missing. What are some of those things? And what we can do is everyone just like Dakota name one, Dalton name one, and then Megamus, Rick, Sport, and then and then we go across. Oh wait, nobody's really taken anyone's.
I really expected to see Marvel Universe 3.75 return in some degree. You know, we've always gotten kind of like a little, like last year we got just a small inkling with the Versus Capcom packs. I didn't see anything. So
Anything, man.
yeah, and it's just like I don't know, man. It's like I'm waiting on another company to come snatch that scale away from Hasbro and do something with it, and you know, because there's so much out there already. It's like why leave any of that incomplete?
I told you it's all about the 6-inch, man. You better get on.
No,
board.
man, 6 inches trash. Only 6-inch I'm getting is X-Men animated series main cast of the good guys, and like that's it. That's all I want out of 6-inch. So, but yeah.
What you got, Dalton?
So we've been seeing listings and everything popping up for it for Siege Barricade. I was kind of hoping to see, them reveal that, or even the Ratchet that's been rumored for Walgreens. So one of those two.
Yeah, some of that new stuff. Megamus, what you got?
Well,
What was missing?
because I really didn't follow it too much. I had one thing on my mind, and Dalton just said it, so I have nothing.
So you can say Astro Train.
Sure,
Yeah.
Astro Train. I really had one thing, and it was like, okay, never mind. I'm good.
I had a couple things, but I'll wait.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Rick.
Are we just doing one thing?
One thing and then moving on, because I know you're going to take one, and then I'm taking the other. So.
All right. All right. I'll take the 6-inch G.I. Joe then.
Surprise!
Yeah. I mean, the other one is just as good. G.I. Joe 6-inch. To me, this is something that should have happened like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it hasn't. We've seen everything else shift to 6-inch and sell pretty well, and we haven't seen this one do that. I don't have a problem with 3 1/4. I love them, and I like them because they fit into vehicles. I have no problem with those. That's its own thing. The 6-inch can be its own thing as well. The only thing I'll say is like I'm not really married to one or the other, but I think it would be really cool is if they do go to 6-inch, that one is focused on the cartoon. I think they should do a few that are Sunbow animated cartoon, just like they've done with Transformers. And I think the other one should be toy focused. So it's taking what you liked about the original toy, but bringing it up to a modern level. And I think it's okay to have some extra accessories. Like the Pursuit of Cobra 3 3/4 figures were excellent. They really focused on modernizing the military aspect and giving you 3 3/4 like tiny bullets to go in. Like I think about like low light and the accessories that low light came with.
Well, that's like
imagine that in 6 inches where where I would lose those little bullets, but like 6 inches, it gives you a little bit more room to concentrate on the weapons and the flashlight and the walkie-talkie and all the cool stuff that you can kind of put on your military guys.
I was gonna say that's even like with Snake Eyes, the 50th Snake Eyes that came with like the silencers that you could put on and pull off of the barrel of the guns. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, even for if you wanted to keep it kind of like Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, their 6-inch stuff, keep it at a $20 price point, but you wanted all those accessories. Man, I would be fine with like, here's your figure, and here's like 2 accessories, and here's another one with 2. But like one of the things in that wave is an accessory pack that you're paying $20 for, and it's just littered with just tons of stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm good with that. And one more item. If they can't figure out like which one they want to do, I'm cool with like if you've got a case of 6 figures, even 5 figures, right? Case of 5. I'm okay with bringing chase figures back for the Sunbow characters and give me, like if you want to capitalize on, like I said, the modern 6-inch figure, military, a little more realistic, but based on those original characters and toys. If that one chase figure is something a little bit different, I think that would be really cool. And I don't need a Build-A-Figure. I know everybody's talked about what would the Build-A-Figures be. I don't really need a Build-A-Figure.
No, I agree.
But do something cool.
Chase figures are awesome.
Chase, and if it's not Sunbow, then like I'll go back to the low light example because it's a good example. You start with your original low light, and then you do the chase figure in the Slaughter Marauders low light colors. It gives
arguably. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rick.
No, that's it. I just want to, if anyone does.
I was going to say, arguably, without a Build-A-Figure piece, you could get more accessories, and there would be no need for an accessories pack.
Yeah.
That's not what's on because you can.
We don't get a Build-A-Figure, and they giving us the same guns, over and over again.
Well, I was gonna say like you can mold the same pistols and submachine guns and things like that, and place them in multiple packs to give options. So like I feel like that would be a win-win there. But like I feel like Black Series is a different beast too because they are licensing that brand.
That's costing quite a bit, yeah.
Where Joe is something they could just be like, okay, well we can, remove this Build-A-Figure aspect, and here's, knives and guns and whatever.
Yeah, like Nero saying a 6-inch Firefly with guns and belt would be dope. It's perfect for it's not your 12-inch Joes. It's not your 3 3/4 inch. It's your modern collector that everything seems to come in now is at least 6-inch. I think they would just look awesome. I don't need vehicles. I don't have room for any of the vehicles as awesome as they would be. Eventually maybe you come out with just like the Fang or something like that, like you did with speeder bikes, just the Fang or
the Snowcat.
And there's still room for the 3 3/4. It can be its own thing, just like Star Wars. The vintage collection for Star Wars is doing great. They're doing fine.
They could do both.
People wanted it. So this is the same thing for G.I. Joe. So if you're hearing 6-inch, don't let it scare you. I know you've been living in your 3 3/4 world for 50 years. I get it, but it's room for both. There's room for both.
And I saw that the movies planned for 2020. So if movie is planned for 2020, I think you got to see something at San Diego Comic-Con, right?
I feel like that's also something that like that would appeal to me because like Snake Eyes is the only character I really give a crap about. So for me to be able to get a 6-inch Snake Eyes and have the potential for all these 3 3/4 inch Snake Eyes, dude, I'm in Snake Eyes heaven. I'm lipsticking all over some Snake Eyes. So,
dude, because again, you go to someone like me, I army build Star Wars, clones, like stuff that's worth army building. I'd army build the G.I. Joe stuff, man.
Yep.
dude, like Hasbro between Marvel Legends, Black Series, and Transformers and G.I. Joe, man, dude, Hasbro would have all my money.
Yeah, I would definitely make a cut in my Hot Toys money to give that money to Hasbro every few months when they want to release some 6-inch Eels, Cobra Troopers, you name it.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely take away from my Hot Toys money and give it to Hasbro. No problem. I would do that.
Guard. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's so the Alley Vipers, just so many Viper. You know, just Neuro says Major Blood, Beachhead, Firefly. You know,
Totally.
like these are all characters we want, man.
I mean, I can't even imagine going to a store and seeing them like on an end cap, like G.I. Joe, on nice cards or a box, whatever they want to do. Just I can't even. I hope it happens, but who knows?
Dude, like I would take if they were like, here's the midnight release, like the first time Joe's. Dude, I'm taking that night off and I'm camping that sucker out because I'm buying all the troops and like.
Oh, they could put it on. They could have it on July 4th, and I'd go in with my USA sweatshirt or one of my shorts and my carrying my flag. Shoot, I'd be all about that, man.
You know they'd sell. They'd totally sell.
I think so too. I could see GameStop carrying them too. I could see a lot of places.
I can't help but wonder if maybe that's part of the deal. Like, Hasbro's kind of been starving the any thing that has to do with G.I. Joe. Granted, it's not that big of a property anymore, but it's starving and starving and starving. I think once they do just put out a small morsel, there will be nothing. It'll be gone quick, fast.
All over it.
The thing is, I've heard a lot of people say, well, the brand's not that big anymore, dude. I'm sorry, it's a household name. If you say G.I.
it is,
Joe,
no, I agree.
I
agree.
Well, you haven't fed us in so long, right? It's like, like you guys aren't fat, really that fat. You're like, well, hell, I haven't ate in 2 years,
I would have some bread with my porridge, Dominus.
I 100% agree.
All right, Sport, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to go a different route, and I'm going to say Star Trek. I'm really sorry to see that Mezco and McFarlane did not show anything new with Star Trek. Mezco did some really nice ones with Spock, Kirk, and Sulu. They teased us with a McCoy last year. They didn't even bring him out this year. I'm kind of worried that they kind of dropped that. So that's my big one thing.
You wanted?
Yeah. Aside from what you guys have said, of course. But
because I was going to go with the Joe thing if Rick took this other thing. I mean, there's, of course, other things that I wanted as well that were missed. But the next big thing is I remember whenever, what was it, like 3 or 4 years ago, like Hasbro's like, man, we applied for all these patents and license were for Mask. Yep. You guys remember Mask? We're like, hell yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
You want to do a little 3? We even came out, we were so excited, and we even came out with different ideas of how that they could market it into the stores because of vehicles and things like that. And again, it came to like start off with smaller, like we even came up with a subscription service idea for it. And then it was like, I wanted just the 6-inch figures, I'll line them up. They'll have their own shelf, just like with the G.I. Joes and stuff. So I don't know where
see, and I think like even though Mask is reliant upon vehicles, it's like the Matt Tracker G.I. Joe figure that came out, or the Specialist Tracker, whatever they called it. It was Matt Tracker. I'd be fine with just some of those. Like, I don't need the vehicle to go with them. I know that's part of the thing, but even in the comics, like they made them to where their mask was more like the vehicle was just an accessory, and the mask is what gave them their special, ability and all that other stuff. So I'm more than fine just getting the figures and not worrying about the vehicles.
Yeah, because
that way.
I don't need the vehicles. I don't have the room for them, and that'd be too expensive to add vehicles.
And maybe the vehicles could be something like we see with Hasbro Pulse gearing up. Like that. I feel like Pulse is going to be an outlet for some of those like things that maybe your mass toys department, I guess, for like Walmart and brick and mortar and stuff, like they're not gonna want to carry. You just get it through Pulse, GameStop, Entertainment Earth, Amazon. Those 4 outlets
Comic book
alone.
shops.
Yeah, Diamond Select, or Diamond Distributing stuff rather. I think like just those outlets in general would be enough to push at least the minimum.
I'd be okay with mostly the 6-inch figures, like, but for me, like, even if I could only get one vehicle, let's say the first wave was just 4 6-inch figures sitting on your pegs. If what you said was true, if I could get my Thunderhawk, or let's say Matt was in the first wave and wave 2 was Miles Mayhem, if I could go to Pulse and get just the Thunderhawk in that 6-inch scale, just that vehicle. You don't have to buy it. It's not in the store, so don't worry about that. You can't find it and spend your money on it. But if you want it, you can go and get it. If it's made to order, I'm cool with that too. But to be fair, I was
definitely referred to 3 3/4 inch with vehicles. I think vehicles in 6-inch just aren't ever going to mesh, no matter how much any of us would want them to.
I just want 6-inch figures.
But
that's why I was approaching it that route. Oh yeah, 3 3/4 Dakota. That's where I dwell too on that particular wave. Yep. But if Josh is right and they want to switch to the 6-inch, all I'm saying is give me one vehicle for the fans that really want the vehicles. And we're not bothering you fans who don't want the vehicle. It's just made to order. You can skip it. You don't need it.
But just give me the Thunderhawk and the Switchblade.
And they can test the waters with Condor and Piranha if they're really that worried,
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about going deep on the vehicles or this and that. I just have a feeling the people that like the 6-inch figures, once you got them in hand, if they only did 2 vehicles a year, right, and they were like maybe $60, $70 on Pulse, 2 a year, then I think you would want that Thunderhawk, and I think you'd want the Switchblade. I do. Yep. If you got the figures and you were really enjoying them on your shelf.
I would recommend and argue that both scales, just the 2 vehicle a year model. Like me personally, for me, it's not about the vehicles. Like even in 3 3/4 inch, I just don't have the want or the need.
Well, you'll have room once you throw away all those Beast Wars.
That's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
Well, I mean, those are the. Yeah, true. I picked those up. Let's see it. Hang on. I just clicked on you, and you're taking it away from us.
Yeah. You want to see that? Just kind of teasing a little bit.
Yeah, mine's sitting on my shelf over there. Yeah.
I mean, just we want these toys so bad. We've been talking about.
You need a little Dakota to go in there with the red.
But would they have to update them? Do you think? Or I mean,
oh, absolutely, 100%. 100%.
I think they do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want. I would want for my 6-inch ones. I would want just just the way that they work.
Yeah, I would say like for vehicles. For vehicles updated for sure.
Yeah.
The new Camaro, which I'm sure Hasbro still has a license to produce in toy form.
The Stingray
done up as the Thunderhawk.
The concept Stingray.
Well, Stingray can be used for another vehicle.
Yeah.
Stingray is used for Night Raven or whatever they call that.
The Thunderhawk, like that was a Trans Am, and Camaros and Trans Ams have always been traditionally the same body styles. But even a Western Star instead of a Peterbilt for the Rhino. You know what I mean?
That's fine with me. As long as we get mass toys.
Yeah.
All right. If you had another one, just fire it off real quick and
Jazzwares never really gets a whole lot of coverage, like none that I see, which I didn't really actively look for it either, but they'd mentioned that they had some more Assassin's Creed stuff coming down the pipeline, and that is 3 3/4 inch. And I really wanted to see, if maybe they would have had at least the Origins characters and maybe even the Odyssey stuff, but I haven't seen anything. That may be something where I have to like actively look for it, but that's probably the second most disappointing thing for me for sure. Is the lack of that, and it's probably nothing but a bunch of Fortnite stuff because that's their moneymaker right now.
For now.
I would want to...
Go ahead, Dalton.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Go,
All right,
Dalton.
I would like to see some more of the Mattel Halo stuff. You know, whether they do a few vehicles or something for like 3 3/4 inch or something.
I don't even remember seeing Mattel Halo stuff. There.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
There's
that's exactly.
anything.
I would have loved to have
Nothing
seen some.
there.
Okay, I didn't know if were they just absent or did they just have like a couple figures? Because I didn't remember looking at any during the show. So
I miss
Yeah,
seeing
that's-
the DC Direct Batman animated stuff. I miss seeing. I was hoping they were going to go fully in and do. I wanted Calendar Girl and her goons. I wanted the first version of Baby Doll. I wanted Lock Up. There are maybe 5 or 6 that I feel like we haven't gotten that I want. So, and I miss that being able to buy that line, and I think that line was really popular, and they kind of took it away. And some of those figures on the aftermarket are ridiculous. So,
which one is that?
Batman the Animated by DC Direct.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these Batman animated series figures.
Yeah, like I wanted to see them go much deeper on the stuff that we haven't gotten yet. I know they showed a few things, but some of them I was even questioning if it was in the animated series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like it's kind of trickling in, and some of them they're doing Justice League maybe to go, I guess, against the subscription pack. Oh, I need to PayPal you some money to order me that set.
Yeah, just let me know.
I think we skipped Megamus.
Well, Megamus, all he cared about was the Astro Train and the. He just likes Transformers.
That's it.
What else did you want, Megamus?
Nah, that was pretty much it.
He said everything else he didn't get.
I mean,
He's still mad at me because I stole it.
Yeah.
no, I am, but I mean, I also like the mask line. I really do, but I got so much crap. I mean, I don't need any more crap. So when they don't put out the stuff I want, it means I get to save money and maybe reduce space. So
Here. Yeah. That's where I've been.
It's a little different in this, point in my collecting. How's that?
I agree, man. Like for me, I'm very tight on space and very conscious of what I purchase.
No, you're not. You're a whore.
because
So
of
that's
it.
beside the point.
You're not too conscious. You buy Beast Wars stuff.
That's because that's the master display.
Sport. What about you? Last thing.
Oh man, all the good stuff has really been taken. To be honest with you,
I got a couple of characters from something that was announced. So
I'd probably say I would like to have seen more from Mega Constructs. Like they announced that Castle Grayskull for Mega Constructs, but we haven't seen an actual product built for it yet.
Yeah.
oh, really? So I didn't
Yeah.
know that because I didn't.
And
look
they're
at the
dude, they're
photo
coming
and-
out. They're coming
Yeah.
out with a UNSC Infinity from Halo, and it's like
Mhm.
I need to scrounge some money together and hit up Mike so he can order that thing for me. It's impressive. It's huge.
Let's see. Let's see. Neuro said bring back World Warriors. Who even has a license to that? I don't.
I
Think that was wasn't that Galoob? I can't remember.
And
And nobody said
no
Thundercats.
one's gonna,
Oh my
no,
god!
probably thinking to bringing back World Warriors. That's like me saying like, "Hey, Sectars, guys, come on!"
Yeah, the truth of the matter is-
Killbots.
Now, wait a minute. I do want to say something on that because I did post something on that. If you haven't seen some of the bigger bases for Wheeled Warriors, oh my God. I mean, I saw some of those at last year for the first time in one of our toy shows, and they are very impressive. I mean, there's a lot of detail, a lot of parts, and it is a really good toy line. The problem is I didn't get into the cartoon line, so I'm not 100%. But that would be, I agree with him. I would mark that right up with Mask, Thundercats, even He-Man. I know a lot of people put He-Man on top, but I mean, I put those as secondary as opposed to, I'm sorry, the biggest ones were Transformers and G.I. Joe in the 80s. So, but
They had a great
Mason and Wheel Warriors was a good line. It
Yeah.
really was.
Well, you actually said the one that I was going to do is Mattel was sitting there at what con was it? Was it PowerCon? Art's a great one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and say Art. Art said Silverhawks. 6-inch Silverhawks. I'd buy them too. Holy crap. They just come out with 6-inch of all this stuff in the 80s. I bought it all.
I'd be broke.
I would say yes if they did the vehicles, because the vehicles were really neat on that line.
But again, PowerCon, Mattel was like, hey, we're still here, and here's some like these prototypes of this Wave 2 of Thundercats classics that we never came out with. What do you think about these? And I was like, oh, so are we gonna see some more of this? And find out more at Toy Fair? Nope. Didn't even bring the figures this time.
Nothing. All that Mattel junk on Twitter was a waste of time.
Yeah, they kept on telling people on Twitter to like what was it? The hashtag Mattel, tell Mattel, and
we want more Thundercats.
Yeah, and all it was to get people. I think I even told Sport at the time. I'm like, dude, this isn't going to impact anything. They're either going to make it because they know we want it, or they've already made up their mind they're not going to make it. I don't know why they're jacking us around. It's the same thing they did with that thermometer thing, where they're like, "Oh, 1 day left. You guys are like 20%, from us even making these figures." And then like all of a sudden, like it happens that day, and it's like, "Oh, y'all blew it out. It's 140%."
Amazing.
Yeah, look how far. It was like, no, we probably hit the goal a long time ago, but y'all kept it at like 60, 70, 80 to keep getting more people like Marzo. That poor guy, man, he ended up buying like 6 waves. Or not 6 waves, but 6 orders, just so he was afraid that they weren't going to make the figures.
6 subscriptions. Can you imagine?
And you got to think how many other people did that out of the same fear.
Yeah, when it was after all said and done, it was, oh, y'all hit the goal. You knew you hit the goal a long time ago, because it wasn't like, oh, you did it. It's 102%. No, it was like 140, 150%. Something drastic. So you mean like in what? How long did the subscriptions run? So it was like, in 29 days. We only got up to 50% or 60%, but in the one last day, like everyone all of a sudden got money in their pockets, and we hit 140%. So it just does like cringy stuff like that. Their marketing is terrible.
I mean, that's kind of what's going on with the whole Supermax thing right now. Is some people are ordering like 8 or 9 of the MMC Supermax.
Are you kidding me?
Did they ever reach their goal?
I was checking one of the threads on TFW.
Is it to the end of this month?
Yeah, it's like
the 20th.
Yeah,
right after TFCon.
What percentage is it at now? I mean, we'll get another
60
update on Monday. 60? Yeah, man, that's not close.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, they got past the 30% or 40% hump or whatever they whatever that particular milestone is. And it was just dead in the water, and they were like, all right, look, we'll extend it. But I think if it doesn't meet anything by then, that's it. I mean, it's close. I personally have not put down my pre-order yet. I was going to be one of those last dayers, if I'm being honest, just to see.
He because the Primal selfish, he wants to be recognized as the guy that saved the project for the people.
Yes.
Primal savior.
That's classic Primal selfish for you right there.
It was me.
You've seen right through my machinations.
He would even live stream it too, like 5 minutes before it ends. All right, look, y'all depending on me.
$7.99.
Yeah, so like
each of
I don't
y'all
know. It's
like,
like, but honestly, dude, like I don't know. I feel like that whole deal it caught me just at a bad time personally. Granted, it's just $50, and I don't have to worry about the other 180 until a year from now. But it's just like it's still like, man, that's $50 I want to put towards some other things, and I did put towards some other things. So now that it's extended, and more people are getting their their tax returns and things like that in, I feel like it's not going to be as big an issue.
Yeah, I just got
I think
Well,
that'll
that's
be a few
TFCon
ways.
too.
It depends on how they market it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, for the most part, everyone's sharing
everyone
it.
getting their tax returns back. It's
Yeah.
who gets your money first.
It's being pushed on all fronts.
Yeah.
So it's
But I mean, it's just like he said. I mean, you got TFCon coming up. You got a lot of a couple shows coming up. It's who hits those heartstrings to get your money first.
That's the thing. I think if
Pretty
they can
much.
at least 3D print it and have that 3D printed model ready by TFCon to have on display, I think that'll push, instead of it just being renders. I think that'll push the pre-orders through to where they need to be.
It might, but look at all the stuff they're doing. Every other week they're showing different voice actors.
Oh,
And then they if they don't have a voice actor, they shoot out with their custom class or their show exclusive. I mean, I got to give it to them. I mean, they're really hitting it. And I can't go this year, and I'm kind of sad.
I mean, I'm not talking about TFCon. I'm talking about MMC.
Well, I'm
3D
just
printing
saying,
that
as
toy.
far as pimping yourself out and doing what you just said. And
TFCon's their best bet. There's no con. That comic's gone.
They're hitting it.
It's gone.
Hard this year.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, it's their best
That was my only point on that.
All right. Well, we have gone 2.5 hours. We kind of mixed Cybercast and Galactic Gumbo into one. So you guys let us know what you think about that. If you like the show, it went a little bit longer, but now it's not 2 shows. So I haven't figured out if we're going to do it that way or we're just going to, keep it 2 shows. So let us know if you enjoyed it. And let's go ahead and outro. Dakota, we'll kick off.
I'm everywhere at PrimalSabbath.
All right.
everywhere at Daltonian STFs.
Megamus, Megatoy Fan, and Brett Lavelle on Facebook.
And you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram as Shatrdglassjazz.
You can find me here on YouTube as Sportimus and on Twitter as Sportimus Prime.
And you can find me G1 Hexatron on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook page, the G1 Hexatron. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we will talk to you guys in a couple of weeks. Peace.
G1 Hexagon.
G1 Hexagon.
Hexagon.